John Dramani Mahama, the president of the Republic of Ghana, say Ghana fu nyina yenko ne yenko prapra san say ade eto ye no yesi sebe mprediasa ohwe ase ahu no ma hyehye ne eto ye nsu yiri na nipa etete nsu ani sempata ne ade no yempese bi besi biem de nyina yenka ye homom na mienu yemfa mpepa kurom asrafo abambofo ahodo ni nyina ka ho me ye prapra kurom ani ade na oba Facebook beradia before se meka de se meka behe we ye dustbin any polythene bags ya parking yasem ketwa after a national sanitation exercise yesi ya prapra kurum no bra behwa de
The gains made during the cleanup will depend on the timely evacuation of waste and equitable support to all flood victims. To clear the refuse before it is washed back into drains during future rainfalls. The gains made during the cleanup will depend on the timely evacuation of waste and equitable support to all flood victims.
And you over Facebook adwuma no ayeye no yesi ya wura krom ya tete gatam ya prapra krom aboabo ano no ya boa no agai agukwan mu ho edura de o maboa no wo nchen hei o hwe TV ya Facebook ade wo ni fa so yi ya boa no sa de agu gata no eso we kura de amfa ngu gata no ho gata no so se ensa mememu nguram adwuma yeye no ye wieye no ewura no eda so egu ho. Days after national sanitation exercise, the municipal, metro, district assemblies, and who say, "Adia way, we don't have to leave it there, because a besama same situation in my yeko prapra hono a besesi ye jana ho na bakubia e twame nsunu mukra ye gata mu ateche ne ade bi omu yi ya ye nyina ye nim the public health issues ebetumi apie cholera edi yade ahodo a saa bola ye yagya ne we se nsuo se to agusu a yenim de betumi asi but ye jagu ho no mo se Akokoa mesesa so hu wabra yetwa budget diama assemblies no se momfa ni sanitation hu dwuma percentage of mo common fund ne ade ba no se momfa ni sanitation hu dwuma wo mo antumi anya atena waje mampani be ma directives na assemblies mo asore no nipa no ayiwo mu afiri mu pem the citizens of Ghana every woman pemu so omo do Ghana nti oma for mo praye oma for mo esikan ya segura aba abedi dwumani bia wie aboa no a de ye ne se bra manfo bebre ye nyina no enane nsemhu enye kwa. That is what we are doing. Bra manfo bebre ye wo mo ese kwa dwuma eja ye na no mi hu se appointee bi akogina car bank bi na wo pam mo sa da na mo mapra na MPs ni bi ni nam krofo fie ade na mo se dem ne di soldiers yi krofo pie so mo mepra. We saw all those things. Na omo bono be prayer na ehu sa enoma we nsem hunu we wo krom ewura no a wo mo prayer wo mo digu hwe gata na sa egu enti adwuma cosmetic work ni aye no ade we no a yaye no ebesa akọ emu na akosi gata no nti ya mpra kura no ananka faso wo so senka ya mpra na nka mfaso wo so because ebe ye say die ya mpra kura na nka mfaso wo so na Valco flat mamumu ashaman area ho constituency brabeha de na assembly member we de me pen confidence no because eduru ba bia se wo ka no kura kire pani no kwanya menimi mani awu tisa me ashaman ni ba I'm trying to prevent whatever is happening here. Look at the grounds. Since morning, I'm trying to prevent whatever is happening here. Yeah, you go to me, we are 6 feet and we are calling the authorities to come to bring the how do you call it, the truck and whatever to come and take the baller. Up to now, they just do the schemist work. And look at what is happening here. What are now we here? What's our the plans? In short, a better plans. Then what is the essence of you do the cleanup exercise? That is a big question. enti clean up exercise na ye no mfaso ben pa na wo so say ye wie na ye beja guo na nsuo to a ebesa piepia kogu gata ni mu asa atwetwe akwa afiefie mu ne ade akosisisisi amena se nsuo fa mu no do ya na mfaso ben pa be rateche pa ya ye ne ha na ye yi ni nyina ne kankan na ye de agu kwam na cars enam so na ye tantan tan. Look at this. Me say MMDAs no municipal metro and district assemblies me say do no local governance ni e faili and under our governance system no can no pa ne hu here because omo na ben yen and so of course Mampani John Dramani mama can say sanitation issues no o jayama assembly for no ma handle no. I was happy because omo na ben ya omutimi say ye the rubber to ha ye the way to omo community movie but at the end of the day Oma failure. The local assembly has failed us. Oma failure. John Dramani Mama, His Excellency. Task now with the man metro municipal and district assemblies. No, Oma failure in sanitation issues. No, they may penance auditing sanitation budget. No allocation. They are auditing year because they are not working with that money. Where is the money going? Ewura gu omu empotemu de bia nti se sika no a ye twa for sanitation no a ye de bi ma assembly no de no dis sika ye they must be audited well pa me say auditors no auditor general no apamfo mo ye audit na mo fi mo ni ye pa wo sanitation de nim because most of them are doing nothing about sanitation e wo ba bi omo wo no enso de bia ye say spend this sika no or spend the ye den what exactly is the money being used for? Ye wia sa wo hwe a okowachi a na ye bu nkompofhwe auditor general report o ye nan say de ekura ba ye which is misappropriation in 2025 5.2 billion Ghana cedis municipal assemblies no what irregularities sika say ye bobo anu a ye hu ba bi afa ye hu di akoye no 5.27 billion Ghana cedis. Enti me catch us municipal district metro no assemblies no wo mo ye problem a won't yase ya audit omu ye was sanitation allocation ni mu yomu dis kanaye na Mampani free Jubilee House etimi abampotemu abeye cleaning jefa president de ne to so mame Mampani John Dramani mama hwe atecha a wotete wa ha atecha a president of the republic and free Jubilee House aba krom aba municipal assembly bi jurisdiction aba sisa ewura wi. The president himself, Orie ya na ya jadia kanu wagu krom se ensuo nsa nto na entwenko. Mampani ni one Jospon. Ani mpanimfo aka. Look at wo ye cleaning na wo ti wo se me DC me MC wo sa area ho na wo asaman you know what they say asaman DC no what they say mo sa papa we Mampani, menya sure say we ready so obey adwuma. Yeah. He's not ready to work. Sabapa we a free my chepo MC for Asama municipal. Menya sure say we ready so obey adwuma. He's not ready to work. Yeah. He's not ready to work. Because how do you way cause one potem na untumi manage obi manfo aba sacrifice one more time am ye dia cleaning environment na untumi nsesa keke sesa bola ne keke fa free wo sesa eno so aba yasem. What a country are we living in? Na ye wie kura baby e sadi bola nso kura no e se koguo no go to adwoso jeff adwoso de ne to so mame say bad poor planning ye nyehwe hwe so Buankra inland port side wono hwe bola efie na wo hui residential area omusisi adan ho ne ye say ho ne ye koye na landfill site ye de bola eko Jesus Christ just to the bia wo hu udwene ho a wonti ase. And the environmental health officer who just municipal, what advice did you give to the DC and all the MC and all the other mo decide they say hana mo de bola be kwa kugu. Yes, hospital be ben ho na ade. Let's listen to the guy.
In she riot fan.
Paying for Midlana Church and Ghana paying for you. Church, baby, I'm cross of one Lamport, baby, a port from Eminem Hospital, your side here, if you have been area Hanamete. Now, we have Bola Buhaya, a just minister for no, the Bola baby Buha. Some baby from Gua just so. Omudi free, a just so Hana, you have a new site, hospital near. Companies like I said, a use also that high tension as in Yakoka MC say, I high tension as an idea assassin and you'll be idea. Now, you say MC said high tension, I ever open a walk we should high tension. I would do our sign.
Right, I take this thing as a allegation because Jerry Nasanti dear, I don't expect this thing from you. Say no cry. Honorable, me no wedding komo ha. Yari na santi. Se ye pa se ensuo no ben ho. Ensuo no ben ho. Me de adan ne de mahu se adan sisi ho. And I don't expect say ye de landfill side baby a ye beto ball agu akọ hipu ne kese be ko baby ankrofo te. Wo hwe video na Jeff Safa video ne breme. Wo hwe video na adan ne wo ho no e ben ho. Ko wadim kakra na ye hu dan no e ben ho ball ani ni e dan ni. Edia ne pese ye no ye planning bibia che say basa me say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, your local governance system is failing ye bibi se obe reshuffle nkrofo bi o so obe ye do because they take sanitation allocations fund no sika no eko nyese enko ye wo drip tracks ye sisi wo enti bola na egu kwan mu na egu gata no egu wa yeden ebinum kra wo back ho yibi sa as excavator yi nketo yi a yi bi bo akire ubetumi dia som na nsa no udi som anu asa bola yi na dia egu track ni mu akoto egu ba bi pa ba ye jani na egu kwan mu some of the MCs and DCs no ese wo reshuffle wo mo most of them are not working enye fe seeing all these things. The public health situations and check cholera ba na fe no so ha ehu ka sika ye de baby before no ye de koye cholera ho adwuma na chese ye de bebre. Are we serious as a country? Are we serious? But I just de no me ba Jerry monre na mon relocate because that place residential emwa relocate that particular site. We can have 50 days, 100 days national sanitation exercise by your senior by leadership and acting responsibly. And that's my take on the issue. John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, your local governance is failing. That's my words for you.
Oh yeah! Come on!
Ishra 104.5
Rani John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana. Eshe se Ghana fu nyina yenko ne yenko prapra san se ade eto ye no yese se be mprediasa o hwe ase ahu no ma hyehye ne eto ye nsu yiri na nipa etete nsu ani se mpata ne ade no ye mpese bi besi biem tie nyina yenka ye homom na mienu yemfa mpepa kurom asrafo abambofo ahodo ni nyina ka ho me ye prapra kurom ani ade na oba Facebook behradia before se meka de se meka Behe we a dustbin any polythene bags ya packing yasem kitwa after a national sanitation exercise see ya prapre krum no brabe hwade
The gains made during the cleanup will depend on the timely evacuation of waste and equitable support for all flood victims. To clear the refuse before it is washed back into drains during future rainfalls. The gains made during the cleanup will depend on the timely evacuation of waste and equitable support for all flood victims.
Enti oba Facebook adwuma no ayeye no yesi ya wura krom ya tete gatam ya prapra krom aboabo ano no ya boa no agyi agukwan mu ho edura de omaboa no wo nchen hei o hwe TV ya Facebook ade wo ni fa so yi ya boa no sa de agu gata no eso we kura de amfa ngu gata no ho gata no so se ensa mememu nwuram adwuma yeye no yewie ye no ewura no eda so egu ho. Days after national sanitation exercise no, the municipal metro district assemblies no enhu say ade way we don't have to leave it there, because ebesa ma same situation na ma ye ko prapra ho no ebesa esi ye gya ne ho na ba ku bi a etwa mensunu mu kura eye gata mu atache ne ade bi omu yi ya ye nyina ye nim the public health issues a ebetumi apie cholera edi yade ahodo a saa bola ye gya ne we se nsuo se to agusu a ye nim de ebetumi asi, but ye jagu ho no mo se Akokoa mesesa so hu wabra yetwa budget diama assemblies no se momfa ni sanitation hu dwuma, percentage of mo common fund ni ade ba no se momfa ni sanitation hu dwuma, wo mantumi anya atena waje mampani be ma directives na assemblies mo asore no nipa no ayi wo afiri wo pem the citizens of Ghana afiri wo pem o se wo do Ghana nti o ma fo mo praye o ma fo mo esikan asegura aba abedi dwuma ni bia wie aboa no a de ye ne se bra manfo bebre ye nyina no enane nsemu enye kwa. That is what we are doing. Bra manfo bebre ye wo mo ese kwa dwuma eja ye na no mehu se appointee bi akogina car bank bi na wo pam mo sa da na mo mapra na MPs ni bi ni nam krofo fie ada na mo se dem ne di soldiers eyi krofo pie so mo mapra. We saw all those things. Na omo bono be prayer ni ehu sa enoma we nsem hunu we wo krom. Ewura no a wo mo prayer o mo digu hwe gata na sa egu. Eti adwuma cosmetic work ni aye no. Ade we no a yaye no. Ebesa akọ emu na akosi gata no nti ya ampra kura no ananka faso wo so. Senka ya ampra na nka faso wo so. Because ebe ye say die. Ya ampra kura na nka faso wo so. Na Valco flat mamumu Ashaman area ho constituency brabeha de na assembly member we de me pen confidence no, because eduru ba bia se wo ka no kura kire pani we no kwanya manimi mani awu tisa am ya Ashaman ba I'm trying to prevent whatever is happening here. Look at the grounds. Since morning, I'm trying to prevent whatever is happening here. Yeah, you go to me, we are 6 feet and we are calling the authorities to come to bring the how do you call it, the truck and whatever to come and take the baller. Up to now, they just do the schemist work. And look at what is happening here. What's our what's our in short, a better then what is the essence of you do the cleanup exercise? That is a big question. Enti cleanup exercise na ye no mfaso ben pa na wo so say ye wie na e beja guo na nsuo to a e besa piepia koguga tani mu asa atwetwe akọ afiefie mu ne ade akosisisisi amena ese nsuo fa mu no do ya na mfaso ben pa be rateche pa ya ye ne ha na ye yi ni nyina ne kankan na ye de agu kwam na cars enam so na ye tantan tan. Look at this me say MMDS no municipal metro and district assemblies me say do no local governance ni e faili, and under our governance system no can no pa ne hu here because omo na ben yen, and so of course mampani John Dramani mama can say sanitation issues no o jayama assembly for no ma handle no. I was happy because omo na ben yen omutimi say ye the rubber to ha ye the way to omo community movie, but at the end of the day Oma failure. The local assembly has failed us. Oma failure. John Dramani Mama, His Excellency. Task now with the metro, municipal, and district assemblies. No, Oma failure in sanitation issues. No, they may penalty auditing sanitation budget. No allocation. They are auditing year because they are not working with that money. Where is the money going? Ewura gu omu empotemu de bia nti se sika no a ye twa for sanitation no a ye de bi ma assembly no de no dis sika ye, they must be audited well pa me say auditors no auditor general no apam fo mo ye audit na mo fi mo ni ye pa wo sanitation de nim, because most of them are doing nothing about sanitation e wo ba bi omo wo no enso de bia ye say spend this sika no or spend the ye den What exactly is the money being used for? Yewia sa wo hwe a okowachi a na yebu nkompofwe auditor general report or ye nan say de ekura ba ye which is misappropriation in 2025 5.2 billion Ghana cedis municipal assemblies no what irregularities sika just say ye bobo anu a ye hu ba bi afa ye hu di akoye no 5.27 billion Ghana cedis. Enti me catch us municipal district metro no assemblies no wo mo ye problem a won't asie ya audit omu ye was sanitation allocation ni mu yomudi scanner ye na mampani free Jubilee House atimi abampotemu abeye cleaning jefa president de ne to so mame mampani John Dramani mama hwe atecha a wotete wa ha atecha a president of the republic and free Jubilee House aba krom aba municipal assembly bi jurisdiction aba sisa ewura wi. The president himself, Orie ya na ya jadia kanwa gukrom se ensuo nsa nto na entwenko. Mampanini one Jospon. Ani mpanimfo aka. Look at wo ye cleaning o. Na wo ti wo se me DC me MC wo sa area ho na wo asaman no what they say asaman DC no. What they say mo sa papa we Mampeni, menya sure say we ready so obey adwuma. Yeah. He's not ready to work. Sabapa we a free my sepo MC for Asama municipal. Menya sure say we ready so obey adwuma. He's not ready to work. Yeah. He's not ready to work. Because adi we e koso wo mpotem na untumi e manage obi manfo aba sacrifice wo time am ye dia clean environment na untumi nsesa keke sesa bola ne keke fa firi wo sesa eno so aba yasem. What a country are we living in? Na ye wie kura ba bia sadi bola nso kura no e se koguo no go to adwoso jeff adwoso de ye ne to so mame say bad poor planning ye nyehwe hwe so Buankra inland port side wono hwe bola efie na wo hui residential area omusisi adan ho ne yese ho ne yekoye na landfill site ye de bola eko Jesus Christ just to de bia wo hu udwene ho a wonti ase. And the environmental health officer who just municipal, what advice did you give to the DC and all the MC and all the other decide they say hana mo de bola be kwa kugu. Yes, the hospital be ben hone ade. Let's listen to the guy.
In she riot fan.
Painful midnight church and Ghana painful in a church baby midnight. Close to Buankra Lamport, baby, ye port from Eminem Hospital, ewo, ye side here, if ye ebimbe area hanamete. Now, we have bola ye buhaya, a just municipal for no, the bola baby buha. Some when your baby from Gua just so. Omudi free, a just ton, a hana, ya has a new site, hospital near. Companies like I said, a issue high tension as in Akokoa and MC say, I high tension as an idea assassin and you'll be idea. Now, you say MC said high tension, ever open a walk we should high tension. I would do our sign.
Right, I take this thing as a allegation because Jerry Nasanti dear, I don't expect this thing from you. Say no cry. Honorable, me no wedding komo ha. Yarina Santi. Say ye pa say ensuo no ben ho. Ensuo no ben ho. Me de adan ne de mahu say adan sisi wo. And I don't expect say ye de landfill side baby a ye beto ball agu akọ hipu ne kese beko baby ankrofo te. Wo hwe video na Jeff Safa video ne breme. Wo hwe video na adan na wo ho no e ben ho. Ko wadim kakra na ye hu dan no e ben ho ball ani ni e dan ni. Ede na pese ye no ye planning bibia che say basa me say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, your local governance system is failing ye bibi say Uber reshuffle nkrofo so obey dem because they take sanitation allocations fund no sika no eko nyese nko ya wo drip tracks here CCC wo enti bola na egu kwa enimu na egu gata no egu wa yeden ebinum kra wo back ho yibi sa as excavator yi nketua ya yibi bo akiri ubetumi dia som na nsa no udi som anu asabola yi na dia gu track ni mu akoto agu ba bi pa by a journey na egu kwa mu some of the MCs and DCs no ese wo reshuffle wo mo most of them are not working and you seeing all these things the public health situations and check cholera ba na fe no so ha ka sika de baby before from no ye de cholera ho adwuma na chese yade bebre. Are we serious as a country? Are we serious? But I just de no me ba Jerry monre na mon relocate because that place residential emwa relocate that particular site. We can have 50 days, 100 days national sanitation exercise by your senior by any leadership acting responsibly. And that's my take on the issue. John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, your local governance is failing. That's my words for you.
Oh, yeah! Come on!
Ishra 104.5
Rani John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana, se Ghana fu nyina yenko ne yenko prapra san se ade eto ye no ese sebe mprediasa o hwe ase ahu no ma hyehye ne eto ye nsu yiri na nipa etete nsu ani se mpata ne ade no yempese bi besi biem de nyina yenka ye homom na mienu yemfa mpepa kurom asrafo abambofo ahodo ni nyina ka ho me ye prapra kurom ani ade na oba Facebook berade a before se meka de se meka but when you dustbin any polythene bags ya
and this is here
law student say
cool
almost say na is
hey contempt
dear
Yehowa dom ho ye na wonso e
adom ne mpai boy ho ye pa. All right wait there quickly on sanitation issues meaning say uhu the cause of flooding on the 29th of June na enyasem ketua wo kromu a but say mampani kire say as a without Zoom Lion intervention say wonomo ebeba mu no ebeye den kakra ede amai so we call on them say wonomo mode no more activity or more centers ni bi emfa emwa but yenim say won so ye obi a Zoom Lion dwumadi mu no o kire say ketasese predream kankan ni ade pi ekoso mu a wa kra o de nsem betu dwa nam so mama mpani wonomo twa Zoom Lion contracts emu na mami misawo sa asemi beto dwa no how did you take it? And to say mau.
Okay, near the kind mamenye correction way.
Okay.
And you no cresse or mampeni say Zoom Line ni ma flooding na to me enye. And you no cre and so say ye teacher Zoom Line contract ni name. Say a contractor wamosha aprapra for so. Na share that one say aban betua Zoom Lion 850 cedis.
Okay. Yeah.
Now omo amoko apra juada kusi kwesie etoda yemo 1 day off.
Okay.
Wo mo yenchi omo 250 cedis. Na Zoom Lion emfa 600 cedis per person.
Hodo no na ye wo areho mroso yade a eta ehamofra no na eye ohwe nsenkyerene ana me no ohwe na eye wo ne ye mu nsenkyerene ye behavioral eye science no a wo mu dan na di ese wutumi ehu na enra me no kan bi ho asem ene de aye hwe no eye se wo mu lose interest e wo de wo mu ye bia mu unse nkwada wo mu pa agro pa e na wo mu hu wo mu mfefo so kra no aya na agro die no ekosoro ene de wo mu pay yo no wo mu hobbies no e bi opanyum bi a wo pe se bi wo ball body ade nti utahu se ota di hu dwuma pa but se araho mu no so how we be ba wo mo so a na saa ade a nani gye ho nyinaa no sɛ ye game bi a wota bo fie a wode gye nani anampu kura bi wa o drawing o ba ya no akɔfa ne drawing book na wa hya ase no draw no ɔyɛ no ma kyɛ sɛ ɛma nani ɛka ne ho anaasɛ bi kura o paasa o panyum tie sɛ de medical aka ni ade a o ensakyerɛ timi ba na sɛ wo saa hawo yɛ areho mmoroso yɛ ade no abu nsensɛnkyerɛni aba saa abɔfra no ɛnyɛ saa no ma ibiem na afi watwe ne ho wobɛhwɛ no na ɔte baabi din sɛ efie no ɔbɛba a ɔnhyɛ da hu na ho keka ɛwɔ ɛnoɔma no wɔyɛ a n'ani gye no sɛ ɔyɛ biem na ukɔ ɛyɛ adwene mu apɔmuden mu nsɛm a yɛwɔ biribi a ɛfrɛ ne neurotransmitters na yɛwɔ deɛ ɛfrɛ ne dopamine no ene ma ye anigye ewo de ye dada setena mu de ye bia enti e ma ye pleasure ade bia ye komu bia se be ma ye anigye no ana se be ma ye areho no the control no gina ye dopamine eso ene ma ye emu anigye enti se ewo fam a empempi no ya na etama wono mu anigye ensem ana se no ma mo ye o manigye no mo eni ahokeka wo mu so mbe ye biem eno ene ma saa ohaw yi etimi ba in fact this dopamine so my motivation ema ade bia ye bia hu se wo ahokeka timi kosoro ema wutimi ya ade no wanigye mu no se dopamine level no e wo fam a saa no ma nyina ntimi enkoso nya saa anigye no se obedi hu adwuma e obi bia friend brain reward centers a eno no ena ade ye komu bia no awusuo no this neurotransmitters yi ko kanu a ema yenya atenka se we de emu anigye ma mensere na wasere na wanyamu anigye no na saa dopamine neurotransmitters no wo fam a entimi emma the reward centers ni di ne dwuma se de tie no nti wunya saa anigye no a esefata no saa na ye koso ewo saa mofra yi adwene mu a emma munya anigye wo de omo ya o manigi daada ne mu so ombeye enti ya no wate wani de ahwe na saa nsenkyereni hyase a yetimi etumu na mo maka kiro se emofra ne de kura de yesi hu ne ntam ne etumu na mo a ya na eboa because the brain ya na still na developing ya de nti ya na eboa yie pa hye no nso ne etumu na mo nhira 4.5 where your mental health on KuroYiMuNsem and yede bro the Sokoban Fatilo enra Mbapi manfo so wogina park ne so ase wo pema wo mobo ni ye na uhu ne sei yeso wotutu ne nihwe ba bi saa na wokọ mapa na se die na mapi wokọ yeye wo se asem we di aso person kasi there be another boys ejao sa mo so wo mo sim ba pepa wo mo we support France no na me menti you we di wo mo si ball na ba ase chese ball na ase wo nimbi it won't be such one no way open ma okope eya na oko street so ana Mbappe asem we di Mbappe na person de se tight corner na no way and na no field no no so sa ai eno nka edu ebi na mo patch ose ball no koyempom abo bi aka wo bi no mabetra se me support France ye na ye bobo na Spain for no the tennis say omo kwani team omo ba omo shira first strike papa bi ama wo Fabregas mu na team ball mo nine no magic cap the receiver mo midfielders no Mikel Oyarzabal ball ba ben strike ba ben pan wo yeah so de bi o shego tene ya hwa nim isi ameno ka se Spain qualify ko final ti twen England and Argentina yeah the ABC awo no ha wan na be is it why you confused is me ka kra mfa but almost say as Argentina ye FIFA ba oh but we ye FIFA ba on England so na ebo o England so na England don't mean ka say sanity England ko na don't mean enga so busisi no okay England come that musa can I tough game okay eti Hurricane bejina mu na Messi su bejina mu to omienu no ye hwe ba bi e befa but Kane be Kane on no matter what and one point no say obi oboba se bia enye hwe madwuna sesa madwuna sesa de enti madwuna sesa no ase FIFA no de be pese ye na ma me ko Argentina no munyam free me is what me support to be no free yeah the Premier Sports today bro so Sokoban Fatilo edi nyina edi bro details ni nyina wom tactical play omodi badi nyina no mesro ti omu nyina na ensem no edoso Sokoban Fatilo
Nhyira 104.5 ana pay mena sas from here tena say na KuroYiMuNsem ya bobo no ena no pay ya gene nyina de do de show Premier Sports on KuroYiMuNsem sima edu de enemy na post nko a ena na pay ma tena sima sen kuyam de nyina e de ebro de mo so na pamdi e de Jonathan Esiedu obetimi afrem Sokoban Fatilo Steve Zanadoroma and Obomechirum and some dot pi World Cup on come e wan say Samsung Black Stars almost so enkomo ewo Adam Sinemum anope MTSM Kanjos we no air ride with Momo promo me ba try report me ka o online driver and also your pragia operator what would nyina ne say MTSM Kanjos say passenger no for car na and answer pragia no for catch you no so on scan your GHQR code no me ba try no Momo merchant no me ba try the more now scan edit no now we any rewards what I say actually here channel so nsa etimi account there me ba try Momo merchant I didn't bia the answer of our Ghana card now do na chimo your branch BMT branch bia now on sanso so etimi account there na actually here channel on so nsa etimi account there anapa bia make sure so breakfast on ebe milo ezanse we no ena woduru we no ena vitamin D ashomo ma me pacho ebe support energy no na be bian so etimi fantimi sere wa ba fani ko school make sure so the breakfast no e milo na be bian timi ya fan enfama ebusuan no totem so yen shen semna si MFF World Cup no enura semi final game no baako etimi toja na Spain able to Emma France entimi antimba kokra America says Spain qualify final no room nyamere kosiara o twen nyamere enne Argentina na fi England when and also essay no so timawremo grand final na bibian so etimi ayefami free on me na men from an intima Black Stars of Ghana na national America just report and say coach Jeffrey Carlos Cruz opinion about na anu a church and contract kama etimi adama man konkro Ghana na sports minister honorable Kofi Adams edin koma kakra etimi ada for opinion say akwana kwa dia na nka opese coach Jeffrey Carlos Cruz on also so etimi este.
A conversation have begun.
The conversation had to make sounding formal.
Formal conversation have begun.
I began with him to renew his contract.
Yes, formal conversation.
Between yourself and the FA together or you alone?
So, not just me alone, but the FA taking a step. Because it's like we already have some conditions there. And it's not like a new person that is coming in. The only difference that may fall in there will be now the period of the contract, whether we should be looking at a year or be looking at 2 years, and exactly what will be his position also as we negotiate. And now that we're going to have a contract that may be much longer than what we had for the World Cup, what the remuneration and other things should be. So we would have a conversation, and I believe that listening to him, seeing his face and analyzing his post after our exit, I clearly see someone who is interested in staying with us.
Na Uche Sports Minister opinion ka samu nyina no person kire say o master to kura ene coach Fana Carlos Cruz opinion no edi nkoma hwe say bia 1 year na say 2 years be sign etimi edamagana no mutie ne ka say ma kama kwakwa eze Carlos Cruz opinion na nkasa mu na nkasa obaso stay as coach etimi edema Black Stars Maxwell Kunadu former Arsenal coach edema Black Stars no opinion say Carlos Cruz no German intera Ezan's opinion and discipline pa ebe a team no then go to opinion from Maxwell Kunadu.
We all have to embrace it. I mean, we've seen what he can do. Maybe if he stays around for some time, our team will improve. And for me, discipline will improve in the team. That is what we need in Black Stars currently. You know, when discipline is there, the team will play well, definitely.
That's a discipline there, but yeah, team no. Yamondo more so ebetimi aswani and no former Arsenal coach Adama Black Stars opinion from Maso Kunadu and now Teneke na Safo draw and so ESCO member Adama GFA. No, but it's also so there papa say coach Fana Carlos Cruz no on also so entimi entra yankotie nana Safo Oduro.
I'm saying, Papa, no buy, Carlos Cruz buy. When you move that, so buy, no, pay control for one of my own said, oh, when I hear Manchester, when I hear Ronaldo, when I hear, minimum said, or try to corona, I am a dancer and I'm all crazy. For president, I am my own Papa, never I did one man, and the man also, at least you have something to talk about. You have a lot to talk about. Until here is the case, Papa, no, no be selecting team no say we never watch we never baller until media as many public many opinion there but am will be a answer for challenge man and who are media are happy to be at the training ground and who are the Juma in terms of new boys no fraternization and also the intensity I want the how they are playing. When say Ghana, the problem I want it Ghana, maybe I make an.
And no, and another for the Escomember, Edema GF, and out in the canal from a man. Now, you're finishing the Blackers of Ghana, Enra. Am I on a boy, Uncle Fakensi, Omani La Cote d'Ivoire, and a game now, Ebenezer, Blackers of Ghana, Shebako, Ama Cote d'Ivoire, and Timantunzi Gusua prepare, and Tibana Waf from 26 July, Nanasu Efa say, oh, Morocco. Now, any good news at Maba, Adama Women's Premier League, Lina and say, and no, amongst that Tamaka, headline sponsor, good first, and the Besomu, Nambe Bianso, so Etimi, Ayakama, Etimi, Adama Women's Premier League, no, Managing Director Adama Sofo Kopina, Jeffon Julius Ben Emuna, Openina, Yabusan say, House of Fancy share season winner, as the last season of Africa Mantiman Day, Ghana Premier League Mantiman season winner, and Japan of fans, and so some more Pinomo so expected from House of Folk.
I think it's a lot of factors, and like I said, this one is a concern of not just me as MD, but it's a concern of the board, and it resulted in strategic changes. And we to find the right human resource to support us, because then we'll keep performance. We need the human resource to achieve that. Our work as a board and management is to provide the processes, and also provide the resources and then ammunition to make sure they perform. But if you get the right materials now what design the money come on with me achieve this way. So the work start from now. So we need due diligence. What should we now develop? What should the right people with me then from technical to playing body? You understand? How much my deserving of heart to folk, and that takes patience to be able to identify.
No, I opinion from Julius Ben Emuna voice no one to 9:30 year bar. Na ya papa mu kama. So we phobia ni Akokoa. Onya phobia ni.
Hey, David. To was. Hey. Kotoko.
To peni na sama kana ne adwunana.
Ozi
one ne adwunana. So obi anya to was afuna mo hye no ma no.
Omo hye no
Hasan na ibefa.
Omo hye no wazuza.
Atefo ana me dimu basie. Me bo voice na Akokoa etechiro na akwazo
won wani bia na me wazuza de. Bra mamfo mo malaria nko Vegatem na has de omo ye mfa Vegatem atimital mi fantry wom so mo edin malaria chiwa uhia Vegatem itu malaria sekra so say panacea for na de aba omo tatahwe mjina mu brane panacea pharmacy for 0593 802 668 0593 802 668 doso pu krom de bebro go to malaria house of folk what's a house of folk
me call there and I am 2 sisters a birthday me no munya na kwazo atoru atonsu bokro Pentecost Central na Henrietta Danson Adubia and your birthday sounds na champion Abigail Ade de no obi ade friend Grace wonum na ene amumye na mu birthday happy birthday to you guys agupon shramo no kwaso an onyam kase de mo sambe so bia erade emanenye kama entimi emfa emamo Henrietta Danso Dubia and afi international Abigail happy birthday to you guys and apamidi Eric Jonathan ezerobetman from Sokoban Fatilo me sorry so na champion kwa to so Eric KuroYiMuNsem jumojana to so kama etimi edi amamo
eno any contract amuchemu but one from media and a minister and also national local government minister Ahmed Ibrahim and some more council will be TNS will need more because so you teacher Zoom Lion contract in name. A proper full contract in HM.
Okay.
Many workers say almost private now almost a sub-baller no Akokoa be a year to action at the dam site now. Contract for be Ohio and also Yedi Chiamuka. I sanitation improvement package.
Right.
and sana me no bekasa me Kumasi mayor edi nkomo osisa contract na da so Zoom Lion.
Okay.
And a more contract ahodo bebre ekoso mayimu. Nti anya no credit ye chicha Zoom Lion contract nyina mu.
Okay.
Na eba no issue ana me wona one sane ye tua nkrofo na enye.
Okay.
So we be also manage Accra for no be 600. Now we be a work plan at 250. And now you can say sika na nke di ma Zoom Lion so one manager Accra for no emphasize sika na ma assembly no. But Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly you can say o ma pra for na mo tia mo from internally generated funds no. You tia mo 800 Ghana cedis a month.
I sika ni nyina ekọ mo ho.
Ni na 800 ni nyina akọ mo.
Ekọ mo, okay. Unlike before.
Ah, nanka Zoom Lion. Ehwe mo mo pra, wo mo tia 250. Sa seminar ya na America ho asem ne se be ye choman yi mu ye sika ye wo but na ye treaty se be omo a wo man timi anko school anko eche na ye form se ye dwane treaty omo san kwa. Enti some na America no ana advocates na me ne faso ni bi se bi obi be ye adwuma. We say 800 no kra no and the sika do so a ye de beka no. Na mom wo hwe ne KMA etumi aye na ade a wo se ball ma ba so pa. From 250 Ghana cedis a month. Wo mu tua aprapra for 800 cedis a month. These are some of the issues I was raising. And also kwadan chen a Zoom Lion contract na do so pii nti I say amount for crying need to mean yet told them can say be a contract we may but now you no for so on the same work elsewhere. And some more can see Kaya de ma Zoom Lion, see a day and no quarter grammar assemblies now. What makes me Juma SN Zoom Lion because and some Zoom Lion the banner. Assemblies, and a show sanitation.
High tension
some of one said the Uja Bola and answer one door pitchy. That's one. Send a Zoom Lion to buy, the 2006 Zoom Lion buy not only equipment. Be a tracks, may compactors, may Yene Castle Zoom Lion or equipment or then the resources near support. Now we be and he did a nationwide contract every man. That's a proper for yesterday, the sanitation improvement package at the man 2017. And run a walk Akokoa loan Kurano. And some of more kind of so obit near cheer adding assembly the contract and the Tisicana from source. And Tisika ye ma Zoom Lion, the Sika na as a contract ye chemu ye di ma J Stanley Wusu me ba Kumasi Echo landfill site Echo share a Juma J Stanley Wusu eye. Very excellent job. But almost any in Chiomoka, who makes me a young him.
Oma is a bar store boys no deal.
Zoom Lion.
Right.
Sanitation improvement levy a year. And Akufo-Addo, you get 1.7 billion cedis. 1.7 billion Ghana cedis. And yet, out of 1.7 billion, you disburse and I say, Abano Edu 1.5 billion. All the 1.5 billion cedis are free sanitation levy are spending now for the same company. Zoom Lion and I just want to Kwana 1.5 billion. And this is in addition to Sika or Moji or common fund named Yania de Brino.
Wow.
And to say, yeah, can say Zoom Lion, and you say, Bia, Obi can Zoom Lion. Sabi. I say, company, no, a buying penny phone be at the company, no, air box, no. near cancer than yes on one and yes a Zoom lion because Zoom lion on for 2 million will be some money because my issue are evidence a buying penny for a camel. Into almost Yabema company Nisika, a Juan on Coso at a range and be fear. Not yet the annoying excuse. Oh, yes, a man Zoom line be brave and Tessa Chronobese. But no crow is a Sika yet cheer. Editor sanitation and here share a company near Juma and a problem I away a cabinho.
Near what can I see? No, so is it implying say beer? Bampeni directives assembly no be said the workers and pennyphobia my BBS senator in Chimbisia. Now, for Yakas any phrasum lie on Remuno, bina yes, we say assembly no do womunya fund because they say no sanitation, no Yamoma location, so one handle sanitation, and they are failing us, which means a woman shut down yet, Jumana said yes or moyeno. Na at Orienchama Banias Ecofazum lie abano, sir. I mean, they're working and only. And we see super pepe because as a penifona sheda, Zana best ochre.
Ye di kan sika ye de ma assembly no. And no so. Ye de ma Zoom line no mum ne do. So ye ka say ball na yes sa ko to actual contract in the Zoom line. So we have Zoom line or recycling plants or transfer station. Contract be brave. Na oko kie me na okobisa. Sikahe and yet more for sanitation within a year from common fund. It's around 3.something million. But within that same assembly contract, now consumer one. The economy in Boma bro 20 million. And he said what they to Sika Edema assembly na and no so. Na nye de mas Zoom line on na assembly also almost show money. Sabi many coordinating directors, waste management officials akasa. Almost Zoom line will be a the oyere o hanaso okaka too much obenya asem. Se de onye adwuma na oyere onzo wo gina mu ahwe that be be more problem. It is a ban Zoom line on some enka. Enti my suggestion is say uko assembly bia wa Ghana wo waste management and as environmental health department.
Yeah.
So uko jo mu service now bisa na mu training of the personnel there. Now the two Zoom Lion regional and district managers now. I can tell you for a fact that these people are more qualified than the Zoom Lion district managers. But they don't get the resources. Maninya Infanto will be Tema Metropolitan Assembly. Emra Mayor Robin Assembly's documentary. Metropolitan Waste Management Office and Kasale. What say? Landfill na ne Tema home landfill. World Bank more equipment so woman farm manage landfills. But I'm buying Zoom Lion contract. So one manage it. It one equipment na World Bank the one just you for employ. And this has always me a manager now or can kind waste management engineers more qualification or more one easy. And there were about 80 to 120 people in that department. I think you want to make me easy or make me in a year. But I buy at a short one. And now one more this SIP containers lifting contract in Zoom line. So let's Zoom line any equipment. What's that a Memphis East district? Be interesting see ho. Now Zoom line yes Zoom line J contract name Zoom line equipment.
Okay.
But assembly no equipment.
Right.
That time now if Zoom line almost shall say 7,000 cedis a month. Young cheer Zoom line. But assembly no more equipment or multimedia Zoom line new equipment.
Yeah.
Into Zoom line by the assembly new equipment no mutia assembly 2,000 a month. And a Zoom line assembly new Zoom line 7,000 a month. Assembly make kind Shraj report ɛyɛ ho hwehwɛm ɛna ɔmo de atwitwa eti so obi gyina baabi sɛ assemblies ne ne capacity and our company be ne capacity a don't take my word. Ask those in the sector. They will tell you, say, assemblies have the capacity. Near young farm more money equipment. You see, equipment are more. The waste management a problem. Other than your construction equipment under drip.
Again, and the war de my adream pahine Kofi Mensem transition na mansachi ameko jobi mreku and so at transit and the 15th day in the month of July 2026 again I remember mache
I just time
bibi abogo there
so crowd they say ya pese no good morning sir
I don't know
oh say me cancel na kai no bra no pese okodi soja no ana me boa
eno yes sir.
Okay.
Say no dear a chalk. And a marker.
Okay.
And a sir. Yes, salute.
Yes, sir.
No difference.
Matthias here.
Please say I don't understand.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And no soon
obeying command.
Okay. Matthias here.
So where there?
I don't oh, me have Timisa no penny there.
Is it no dear? Yeah, Mrau. Article 14, Article 24. Amazai
Kofi
so where
already adom ahoye na experience me dam na so pa
okay me this tuntum your favorite color
oh yes
okay to same
yes ya tadia mpepa na jana o camera ho asemi na emre bi me cover yi law school for program bi na chancellor na me busa ne say die ntani pesu yamra wasi wi ase kwase abuonti o
anu wesu na odi ase obutum anya hwe wona mo a
kwase abuonti kwasi abuonti odi a onfanya adwuma kura suamra no kwasi abuonti mimi se makoye bi me mfa nkoye adwuma me nkoba bia so na emmom kwasi abuonti negumbotom
oya odi
amano kanse mhura ma twotwere nkokot me mfa lawyer me lawyer na ankasa me a odi etna ho be ma be 5 years 5 years from now
na so yenye ne sa sorry ya uduru court anu
ago ozo
na dem ko yellow mintimi nyelo me se be ma 5 years from now femi because on betra say ya aba sheshe me case me ko do bi asem
wa kai nyumbi o se gidia na mo na mitu no ni wo gidie meka me
oh mensa na mbo
anti o na
Kofi jano
enti wo de for history ni mai
so de o ko lawyer mitimi go fo bi lawyer usu
na send you on one abefa
na mi suro mi case
is if you aso lawyer for no e dos so
because ko din se money na family lawyer e ba ko bu court wa ma obehu
okay abusia fo ya mabunya ma tibi o asam makwaba kwa sonko eso sade da ye ka no enobo ade ni de de adwuma ba ko wi ase agese munya mo ntia se na mo ye de no ko do me de na ma do de tia no ane egusu aye die na ne nya ne se ye ne de KuroYiMuNsem ne bedan wo anase KuroYiMuNsem bedan wo na so so atu ho na mo sade se na efata na tumi aboa mo man no atimi awie eyo na ene eye kitansa bosem ne de toso poli du enum afimpim ye no ene aduonu ensia eda ukuada Wednesday July 15th 2025 and the one wa afimu no ene edai etoso makomako eye wo ha ene aduokono nsia 196 days and ene dai ekoto ana chese de agu yachi no aka nafua no de di anim no makomako ha ene aduosia enkono 169 days more na afeni etimi a complete 365 days no ewo afimu tuhwemu afimu no wo haji chemu no ye twemu makomako eye 53.42% 53.42% ewa fimu etiano ensem kakra eno no finance minister bebema na menko ni on official
tususu to da bi etu so tususu etinafu aka fa bitu
okay
fa bitu once the kura fasie
all right
yo yanko
enti yehwe abakwasam no emu a ene eye enfisiano poli aduosia enwotwe July 15th 1958 kitansa bosu da tosu du enuma fe apem ahankono aduonum enwotwe na Ghana
yɛtimi ɛyɛ hyehyɛeɛ yɛnya wiamuhyɛn no yɛfrɛ no sɛ Ghana Airways na kyerɛ sɛ yɛne ankasakasa yɛyɛ yɛn totoyɛ sɛ sisi adeɛ yɛne yɛbɛhwɛ sɛ yɛwie mu hyɛn bɛnyɛ wie mu hyɛn yɛbɛtumi afiri ɔman mu akɔ ɛyɛ aman foforɔ so before then no na ɛyɛ West Africa Airways Corporation na kyerɛ sɛ bibiman atɔyɛ abiman nyinaa na ne yɛwɔ wie mu hyɛn a ɛtumi ɛde akwantufoɔ ɛfiri yɛ aman ahodoɔ so ɛde kɔ ɛyɛ aman foforɔ so bi te sɛ akɔsi broni kurom titiriw na Ghana ɔsɛ yɛnya yɛfa ahodie no 1957 no afe bɛbɛɛpɛ ɛntɛm ɛne yɛtumi yɛ nhyehyɛeɛ a yɛne ankasa so yɛtumi ɛnya yɛn wiem hyɛn ɛnso so anasa ahwɛyɛ a wɔba bɛhwɛ yɛn wiem hyɛn totoyɛ ɛsoɔ na properly no ɛnɛ no na yɛ fihya pɔlepɔle aduosia ɛnwɔtwe a kyerɛsɛ yɛtumi ebi akonya to sɛ wopɛ sɛ ofiri Ghana ɛkɔ ama foforɔ so a ɛnhyɛ ne da wobɛtumi ɛnso atu saa ɛyɛ anamɔ no 68 years
yes ofiri Ghana
yes
straight
yes now
so bia sɛ wokɔ Europe so wokɔ you straight now wokɔ
yes
na ɛnyɛ te sɛ afi na wokɔfa man foforɔ wakɔsia no wakɔsia na wokɔfa dabi nti straight
na just one akro no okay and you know first Airways na etu ye no African Accra eko London
na je se wo hwe plane no a first one no utumi se titile and we no so upgrade no ho kakra ba na ne ye we
o say
ene ye we
okay
restaurant ba ku ya ma wuso om dia restaurant
asemu
we are on dia restaurant
na onum say ya disikaboti a eno esom euros no 400,000 euros and yɛde ɛhyɛ mu ɛno ɛboa yɛ ma yɛnya wɔhanti kyɛmu no deɛ fɛ no sɛ ɛyɛ shareholder no yɛ deɛ no na ɛyɛ 60% ɛna ɛyɛ British Overseas Aircraft Corporation no ɔmo so deɛ 40% anana ɛwom na ne yɛ kiyɛhwɛ no mu sɛ mfinhyia no ɛnso akyi no Airways no ba be yen kwa ye dia 100% shareholders say just ye ni obi ankoche na abrawusam ne say didi di mu ano na obisa say ewe wo hu since 2005 basis abli Ghana eni obiem
2005
Ghana Airways
there's a 21 years
Kofi me ka kire no ye the restaurant
so omudidim na no ya obi kofa ne de buy ode be ye na adwuma Ghana ya sa ko back ye nya obi private yi no mo de Ghana and yeah this ye nunu ye ho se and you say they no anu kura
no kodoto yakuno eni obiem de ka mo ba ko se ma ye kan ne saa de we eni obiem since 2005
ndiga ye no pre
okofa no he
okay
kwajo
Kofi let us say adwempa hene Kofi Mensa nti Ghana Airways wonsem no na fa no bot
semikwa USA emamu a enkofu ya wo mo ekọ esoro aporofo yi ben finjia aduonum ba ko ne 51 years na omo ne enkofu bi from the Soviet Union wo mo ekabo mu ekọ osoro na saa amai anasa enkofu mienu ye powerful pa na ye free bi code no nche se bi a mi twituo ede abesu so no wakuna mmom se bi a wo dwen se wo ye oman a ugya wo na so a me ye we no aye we ye we na we aye saa nti no saa ntokwa no gina mu kyeye na eduru mrem no mu hu se omo mienu na se omo hu odene enti omo nyina aka bo mu se ne saa ne be de a omo betu akowiem na womo akwakohwe ewiem de ewo ho na womo eka bo mu omo ko July 15th 1975 na chese Kofi se ubu enkompo na enya asem ketua 51 good years nie na womo eka ede ebo ma enye asem ketua na womo echem se we no na eye mission anase akwantu a the NASA no so hwe wo ma na nsentem kura so beka ya poro womo ko ye ene the Soviet Union womo so space program no womo na eka ba chiri mu tobasa ko mu se ne nyina no se ye dwen se ye wonimdie a ye betina kyekere ho aboye ho bra e wo ko brema e wo se nyina yetimi ya fidie ba ko a e betimi dia kɔ wiem e dia abama wiase nyina hu se o penkofo a omomu odu ho ode ya hodasofo a ye mi enu ntimi nka enye fim to July 15th e na saa de no esi ya ubu component finchia porepore aduonum ba ko ene pepe Kofi Benaso
okay me da sia mansachi ame kwadwo bi mreku eno no nti ehun sema bakosema wo ye chi no de nyina ede abreye no na chese America ene the Soviet Union ehon sensem ahodo no ena ode amaye no Cold War and they say wo hwehwehwe say America be ka no o say ne me the way atom so my emu say it say obi a kire ne menso but enye say yekukum nipa after World War II and that decisions no chance yes no countries no will be going towards Cold War nonsense mo anka kra na yakoye chi akɔhwe Nature Smile Dental Clinic yakohwe esen apomuden ho nsɛm a ɛte sɛn osin no na no doctor kan sɛm bi ɔkyerɛ sɛ osin ana wanum hawo bitimi ama aka wakoma bitimi affect wakoma kora nti onti ase de nti a wakoma kora so wo problem a ɛkyerɛ wo sɛ sin no ɛwɔ yanum no ensɛm pi wɔ ho ɔyɛ elder nso ɛsɛ nyamesuro nso wɔ nimu ɔde yɛ n'adwuma kama Nature Smile Dental Clinic doc akwaba
yɛ nua omenia
bibia bɔkɔ de
nyame adom wo hu yɛ mɔbɔ
yɛ da okropon ase pa minim sɛ wo ba bia wo kyerɛkyerɛ let me first of all ask branches ni nyina te sɛ
nyame adom bibi ekɔ
adwuma ɛkɔ so hɔ right enti ɛhin ne he
sisi a no yɛ wɔ Konongo
okay
ye wo Kumasi
okay
ana yegu so a enche bia de temade
nso wonderful but and then the besua fa ye sen ne numu apomde ho nsem no hina de ye befa
yo okay meda wasepa na machia obia ohwe bia no unse emre yi mu no se de ensuo ni si egugu ne ho nkro ne ba no ye wo nkofo bebra asese pa no se oyade a wo kaka ana se bia tokro bi da osimu a me sure say you are going through a lot.
Enyasem
ketwa.
Awo brede.
Enyasem
ketwa. Bia hu na mane.
Bia enti say wono say o problem no eye wo sepa me sure say o da wonna.
Yeah.
Yan hye ne nso say o sin eye wo ya na say tokro ebeda osimu a.
Right.
Enya say bia wo sore ya na hu say tokro ebeda osim. Na ya de ya na time most of the time your time can say ya na enipa pa no on shada enhwe say bibi koso woni nipadua mu a obe take critical concern about the air koso no wa sorry anopa e bia wo kwa akoda no na onsa enye oya wo sorry anopa na hunu say onsa no ase efiti asie say eye titiriti ba bibi ni de obeya ne say o me be bobo honom kakra o ebeko e bia me da so ba so betra sia assess hunu say asade toaso for some time na bia bibi na pese ye me no onye ansa na obo se obi se kala asesa ana se tokuro da obi sim no ebo won ka ye bebre na mom no wona wan pe ho asem amua se wo fie na se osen ye o ya tokura beda osima mo won se osen ye o ya anopai no de obetimi aye ne se me chewade ba ko se obetimi anoa ensuo hie kakra na ode enchine agum na ode agegina esinum eno eboa a relieve you from the pain kakra afenzo de aye ne say emwa na ese esen no da bia me cheche say your bacteria are ese esen saade no ewo bia num mi amene o ka say ebi bacteria say wo bia num na de aye ne say nyankopon bo nipa no bo ne ma bi kan nipa ho a eboa assist say saade no entimi eni yeso ebi ni say o ma ye ntasuo ewo yanum ntasuo na de aye ne say serve as a lubricant ehohoro wanum ne yesen ne ho enti wunum so okasa ne ade no na ohumi ko mu no na ntasuo no flash out these bacteria call ye mane pass out nanso no obi on man ntasuo won anum no esapa ye won crofo enti ebinum create mi ba me mo artificial saliva eno wo ho no ma ye hu adwuma mesra wo say what tian se ehunu say osimu no tokura bede mana say oseno eya wo ya we no enye mirikatu enye bibia no wo say ye hu adwuma fane say we no eye obi adwuma wo say wo ye nti wo say ye hu adwuma say adwuma no Nature Smile Dental Clinic eye esen hu adwuma na ye upa no pay no ubetimi afre 0539 83 mami si subie ma say 0539 udi ade asa wo ya ne say udi afre na ne ani nkomo say asema hunu say tokuro bi afiti ase mesim ma wo say da bia mehwe mesin so moje ko mesin ase a da bia no se me fe me sina se kra na me hu se emoja ho saa de no eyen kakra ade ye ebedru mre bi no na wanya what is called gingivitis gingivitis no ubon se wo se no wonya hwe ba bo se wo ho a wo fe wo sina se ase emoja ejejina wo sina se bibi na ahyase ubekọ wani ma koduru mre bi no na no na desi ana wo kirem se yetumi ma onya akoma yare efiti from baby na dia koduru baby na mom wadwen ni so a umpe ho asemu muwa afa beduru baby na muwa na esen no afa wona muwa na wabawura baby ani kwan se obowura na afa ese wo sen na no me wonu ma na sister bi efre me se ne se no eye ne ya ohun di onye ne ho na de ade na mehwe a ede aba most of times our question we yenya pa ni enhye ne nso se unko ayaresa bia untimi determine se we na ayeme metie no se me yafunu ya me ya eniema bebre wo ho no a ede yafun yare eba enti doctor bie ni ho no a obeka kire wo se o yafun ya oya enam se o yafun ya oya ni ntini wanya osa enam se o yafun ya oya no wanya e ana se bi yenya ne sa de wo ye ne se wahunu se we develop symptoms bi o se no eya oya enframa fa o se na chi a o se no eya oya ye free bi gum recession sa gum recession enipa bebre wo bi won se gum na nyankopon ye ya ekata esen ne ho no won se 15 as ye se epili ekosoro na root na ni kwan se nkebetete ho no na fe abetete ho eno no ya de a eboa pa ma obi ya ho a o se mi di ade a me se afemfem me di we ya me se femfem me dodo na ubekom no anya what is called gum recession saade ni nyina no dentist adwuma se obehwe se obemma saade na timi aba baabi a ewo se ewo me ne o ka se no won se dade bi ewo esisi mese so saa dade esisi mese so no enye life keke na me de bo ye obebre aba amanfo se omo de bo life na ye no kra na ya sometimes no ye tu nkrofo fo se nya bibi na aya osia eya na ya advising crofo p say kwana koye fashion braces because as you move on na oh yeah no the next one here afa na ukwa konya what is called sensitivity and ya ni entufo sa na mom no se obani esini fifi no one say apie prekese e wonanum said the esenke ehihye line na ehihye sa we asi ha we si animu we si akire omfre no ebrosin anase omu wodi bebra omu de frɛ no saa de no enhwa makwara no emfe nyini because unim de akwara no be ye ne daache obi ono ma na obeye pani ti sa wote he ya ujira nipa dudu anim ekasa enkofo bebre ba ha na oni omu kasa nipa no be hwe wanum no na esena fifiri bebre colors no so aye basa enipa ne nka nkyere wo de nanso na wani mu onyam a wo de yi adwuma no na oni akro no ebra ni mu onyam na se se wutie ya no pay na se enka ewo wanum osini fifi enhihye yie osori anopay a wutwitwi osin won se esin ne ya wo ya won se osin no ba ko afiti ase atu ode wonsa kan yese esin no ekeka na kire se ba ko nsunya ebetu se esen ne keka entwan mani ntu ansa won se keka na no ode ahwehwe nature smile dental clinic Kumase no ye wo Kase Liberty filling station ne farm milk depot ni hwe ni mu Kumase no udru Kase station anase Kase ahimfie ho abrosan a Adansi Rural Bank ewo mu no ehwo a ne ewo Kase Brewery ene Mayanka ekwan mu ho ehwo a ne ewo Konongo nso no ye wo Lady Diner Goy filling station odi wani a kire ya akoya eho no eho na ye wo mesra wo se bibi ewo wanum na hawa entena fie na wankasa obi ho no ma na no me foka na me kwakra me tena ka no ma na manfo fiti azeze obese osin fita edro we wo ho enka wo wanuma edro we wo ho yenhye ne nso se sa self medication amanfo bebre aye ama yade bebre omo sa de aba obi on mo se nom ko yam unim de and the composition of those drugs are all taking no one hwe ya wani beba ho so no na akoye nsem bebre sa wo ko hospital diagnosis be kire se ebi agwei na akofa ba na no na me kire se enum nka obi on mo se ma ebi amato paste we ma ye we se no enya ni nyina na free yesen ebi ohonum a eye wanum ebi ohonum a eye duru a wofa ebi ohonum a yare bi na ahyase ewo woyam entenya ni nyina na kire se ya wosinti no kofa we wohuru wanum kotwitwire osisi ansa na ye na mom no se uburu nsuo ntam a ena wani ye kokko so the best thing is say ko hu dentist na dentist ne nka se me ye examination me hu se wo de ne de eye bibi na develop your woyam enti ma me refer you to the appropriate place obeboa ma won so watimi anya wo yare hwe say bibi e koso wo wanum a mesere say entena fie odi afre nature smile dental clinic 0539 83 93 35 Before wanum ho bibia no we are ready to assist you now so when your solution to your problem medawase.
All right, yada CP doc into branches na he biem
udru kumase a ye wo kase ahimfie ho a station ho no ma no
okay
e ho na ye odi odru na aka se wo ko dental clinic na akwara akra be kire se ndc wo na ya brosan adansi rural bank wani mu e ho na ye wo ana konongo nso no lewo lady diner New Goy filling station o mabie no ya kwekwan mu honom no abrosan kese Goy filling station no wanum abrosan ni nyina no ye clinic no e ho na ye wo bra na ye nhwe na nso wanije enwie peye.
All right, yada CP Nature Smile Dental Clinic ne ho asem anyi nti bombo de ne kona fi bibia enkoyi pa emfama o mamemfa special happy birthday wishes ma enuanom omudi o birthday ya ene the birthday of Kendrick or say to every year Okosu Adom Baptist International School Behinase. Happy birthday to Prince Osei Tutu and news editor for Holy TV and Holy FM. Or my happy birthday Okroponko Swanshaw. Na onyo kesepa ma nkwatentia ahoden ewum. Ebusia meba isi anafi yetumi abehe de ubokrate munsem na poso no ho nsem. Meba isi ya.
And he enter waste management tracks and assemblies. And we'll see the work he will do. But when we see a top side equipment in assemblies now, one day Juma Ama exposes Zoom Lions inefficiency. So they use the same Zoom Lions sister company, J Plant 2, in order to tour equipment, IAS construction, road construction equipment at the Ama assemblies. Now, instead of saying the better sanitation or waste management equipment, so there is a deliberate effort by those in authority to undermine the assemblies and give Zoomlion more of these shady deals, and there's enough evidence to prove this.
Right. You made your point there, but you share assemblies no sujumedia. Yeah, well, no, maybe we can say a just small activity BSO muteki and I say tax and shed that and soon be a bit to say nano clean up exercise. Yeah, just small gutters be a ye keke refuse no cry and shed that no soon be a kit webi na ye ja ne egukano which assembly no so je sanitation allocation at least. You bet me crade aboboya your friend is saying tricycle yi bi kra e de Sophia ka ho asesa egura yati krum. Some of these minor things are assembly ni betimi aye no they don't do it, and so say you can say bia omo ye active I see ensuo beto is free anopa from my to the kind so hu entino say omo ntimi nya no man kitinkiti say how are we sure say when we give them even more they can accomplish it manase.
Well, question ye bisane say by 2006. Now assemblies no, they had their capacity. War Mosasa Bola. Now you were environmental officers. I from tankers and saman. Zoom Lion buy a man a contract B, some summer contract here, and okay, Jim Zoom Lion. I from sanitation gas. And we and then assemblies the contract to convey the waste the ball and you better and you call your prayer disposal site now. Yes, maybe this sanitation improvement package. Yes, I contract in 2007. As we speak, assemblies needed one and that's what's our contract. And this contract is saying that we assume that also adequate. And for a long time, we are teaching assemblies. And now, Sikano and Oko Assembly Dia could be 7 the contract ISC and Francis Ball and okay, the Zoom line. So the question and I say the advocacy I may say the responsibility the assemblies. Then we hold them accountable to deliver. But,
okay, senior.
For a long time, as we speak, many of them over corner also bibi Zoom line aprapra Zoom line
okay.
Zoom line irrigation Zoom line in Samankama Zoom line management of landfill side Zoom line a whole lot.
Okay.
All the monies are deducted. Now, when you assembly for also cast, I'll make sure say one more responsibilities. So a banner sika or munya many also madiana and nurse.
Okay.
So if you have assemblies near Jumana, me in cafe the assemblies no me perfect. That be would the Jumana manner not near they may go to sleep.
Right.
But as we sit, the one first kind of manner now, or higher expectation of that entity.
Okay.
Sometimes we may not be fair to them.
Right. Thank you very much, senior. And Opera DCP. Means why you busy, but when you're brainy, Akasa. Thank you very much.
Mr. Medasa, some of my Mr. When you say, some of the year fan church at the night, what you for so.
All right. Yeah, that's so. We Manase Azuri are winning investigative journalist. Na yedene kwatwetwe enkomo yeah there.
Yeho adom ho ye na wonso e.
Adom ne mpai boy ho ye pa. All right. Wait there quickly on sanitation issues. Meaning say uhu the cause of flooding on the 29th of June na enyasem ketwa wo kromu a. But say mampani kire say as a without Zoom Lion intervention, say one more ebeba muno ebeye din kakra ede amai, so we are calling on them, say one more modern no more activity or more centers ni bi emfa emwa. But the enemy say one so you be a Zoom Lion jumedi muno, o chere say keta se pre-dream kankan ni ade pi ekosu mu a wa kra o de nsem betu dwa nam so mama mpani one mu twa Zoom Lion a contracts emu na Mami Misawu, Sasa mi beto dwa no. How did you take it? Na to say mau.
Okay, near the kind mami correction way.
Okay.
Enye no krese o mampeni se Zoom line ni ma brother ni adiem to me enye. And enye no kre enso se ye twetwa Zoom line contract ni name. A contractor wo mo hwe aprapra wo no so. Na nhyehyɛ da hɔ ne sɛ aban betua Zoom Lion 850 cedis.
Okay. Yeah.
Na wɔn a mokɔ apra juada kosi kwasie ɛtɔda yɛma wɔn 1 day off.
Okay.
Wɔn yɛntua wɔn 250 cedis. Na Zoom Lion ɛmfa 600 cedis per person. Ɛno any contract a motwa mu. But Oman for media and a minister and also local government minister Ahmed Ibrahim and some of more council will be TNS will need more because so you teacher Zoom Lion contract in name. A proper for contract in Yachum.
Okay.
Many workers say almost prior now almost a sub baller no Akokoa be a year to action at the dam site now. Contract for be or higher non so ye de tia hoka. Sanitation improvement package.
Right.
And sana me no because I many Kumasi mayor Eddie Nkomo or sister contract na that so Zoom Lion.
Okay.
And a more contract ahodo bebre ekoso man mu. Nti anya no credit ye teacher Zoom Lion contract nyina mu.
Okay.
Na eba no issue ana me wona one Sunday yetua nkrofo na enye.
Okay.
So will be also manage a for no by 600. Now will be a work plano at 250. And now you can say sika na nke di ma Zoom Lion so one manager prafra for the emphasize sika na ma assemblies no but Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly say o ma prafra for na mo tia mo from internally generated funds no ye tia mo 800 Ghana cedis
na ehwe yen awokwacha ene ye dwadie ho ensam so maame Elizabeth Ofosu Ajare maame de anim hia na asama wo kan nyina ne sem enche bia na wodi epie dwa se roba ye don no mama empempi na na kuafo no kotiwi a na ya boy chire fafafade afrobosompo kongofo ma so a yenda dani wa ha no ya ade a eha adwe pa de sa yesu nti wo mo ye nhye se wo mo de so ebeto so na wo mo chemu se wo mo firi ase afiri January mu ho eye so mo de so ebeto so no sa tam no wo ma na wo ha wo mo timi dada roba ani mitnyare foforo no na ne ombanya bia ta bese 534 tons per no munya na ebra omufri ase de eson to so no empuntu abapa ma wo ma eto roba wo man mu no eda dani no ekwa animu wo mo kire se April no say no omutimi nya tons so bese 2028 neze emuodu ewura ma besi June ye etwam ya no eye 3131 tons so ena omutimi etoye ekura nim pa a ye hwe nim se July ekrampo di ahwe a na etimi eduru 5000 akatai abonwa ama ne eda nim ha ire nchen a enya asem ketwa na enim ya kro ya so na masa so ehu se ekuei ye from local government service association of physical planners wo mo na ekasa chemu se empempi na no ubehu se abasa asibu a wabiri se park ni atwa to adi ne de esi adefoforo ebu akrampa baabi aban atiato odi situku na kwablane watwa aton adi eno na sa ekuoi wo mo echemu se sa ne na ekoso no nyamia no bo expectiko e se enya parliamentary approval ansa sa aban sa aseda baabi na obi ade ne party asimu gungongungo no na ekro no watwa ayese okuru eminim so na twa park aton adi yakwa ni asi so ayi edan enkranya baabi mobo no mbo afuse ya
obo ne na fie
na park adi
eza ocho bo ana le ko na fie ahimfie ni mu ani
obo no we na park na di o na ka to konfose ko
edi o mo se de ma ne nko
na shebedwa fie na o mo nyintu ne ya gituma na hu se ne e fam na kwa so na de ya na ko so na de ehu ehia kra na enim ya kro ya so na Supreme Court ene Ghana Court batan na kofisa ukaye nche bia na si GN savings and loans so wo etumi krata no wo nsa etimi aka na krata mania wabo wa enim ya chese ordinance ato so Supreme Court wa hote ai osi ya ntwentwa so kakra na yemfie ni pepe se jale bob na yemhwe ne mamu
celebration nyina
entie ne yesi apara ne yetu para no
Dr. Pankwesi se ne ni CG ya ko na asia so nyina
entie se de Supreme Court na akasa no wose yemfa yensa ento so ntwentwen kakra na yemhwehwem na we se kofinya ayibia so ko bata ho na so bia ukoda ne karasa ne be numa enye ayibia ntitwen kakra Supreme Court na akasa
na otrimu fine so
akira mo tuwe die kofi enye problem.
Oh, we
dear train wait. Ebeye. And Edom Kumaro na say no mo se wo mo epe emuaye. Ni nyina ye yokochi a omokwache o. Ya ka boaje. Wo mo se wo mo pe muaye bi. Na die muaye no mo pe.
Iyoko.
Minority no na
minority.
Seek answers.
Almost miracles. Omo detaining no more than 48 hours. Omo penchemu di entia emrane se by 48 hours. Ese woman ni panibel and answer would no.
Na se o man bero.
Bill no omo so wenya but extra 48 hours no. That's utia fenwa. I say omo detaining no about 3 days. Enti na ehun nya so ombetrim.
Enye be se enra Bena omodi ne be condition ba ya na mosi emu odu
e no hours calculation no hour no ye be calculate e ahwese amba se afenyo de nti wose o mechirim so mo ba o betimi calculate o ye ko chi na no pass
ya asemu
e say na so far no miracles there no it hasn't been established as to the amount ono ne de no oye directly involved.
Okay.
But the whole case no ya about 55 million. And na say abantie ba kwa accountant no.
Okay.
Ono no tuatua ma mi say aka 700,000 or so.
Akwanso da sama ba wo.
Ono yansem kitu accountant. When the kai yi nim sa de. So what the kai on pen was
me akase uchu muta
Udi eka. Na Kofi eka de kura da nchen a. Enim ya mahu se Akoa bi da nim ya na nim aso pa. Na omo chese oye adwuma wo graphic.
Okay.
Ni nya ense se ye nim se aposifo ma mu so omo kwesua box ne ba kan wo. Kata isi o makobro no.
Na me kan say oye ifo ibi o. Ebi a otibuko mbangu.
That we no ye graphic employee assaulted by Nungwa police.
Police for na abono.
O ma hye na nim twede. Me nim sa posifo say o makwesua kutuku ba.
Akwane ni anke kan ko shimkra.
Na say afija sachiro say hene die ya. Okitache die na kwabra na de. Etu abra hwi. Au. And your pie. Apostle ne bi munya abotre. Eya na to bia nsam ne bi ha.
Box accounting kan ni.
Ndika box apparent police ni na wo hyehyɛ obi anya sesei.
Police ni na bia obo no no. The krata ekyere say police for na abono. Police ni na obo no no. Utumi se bia wa ye boxing. Wa boxing wo nche na dani afa ne police because ade we abe onu apa ade.
Was it police officers?
Officers. Just o mu pambro Dawson. Ni pambro.
Eya mo fa mo personal ego ne nto nche na mo fa professionalism ne nya adwuma. Eto bia no do no an ego aka ho asa ohwe na hi. Nti wo chewa isem na nche na so wo bu akun.
We di IGP o mu.
Atare no sementi em na sha nsem na so wo bu akun. Eya munya tar de
police professional standards you more professional standards you know. I think say now they have to be up and doing because the complaints and reports are ever from the police assaults no brutality no too much. You I say your professional standards bureau ni normal. It's not helping.
What you are my say my we come for ways
right
I was for me the Ghana's favorite newspaper that Bokata no so at the amount and no a daily guide na anum ya no no and what day Ojines Akokoa ho abrantepa ye say sheme oh obinya ya ko baby sami jamfi
oya asiye papa eja onimu siye ye
that's ayazam kijani vanyi da hanmo anope ya ene chese sede nkoa ana eka ho na ni nyina ne se wasi gold board sisi ya ona esiu e wo ho ne mo na mo establish kabote no esom Ghana city no 8.4 million wa bia ni ho 8.4 million Ghana city ache so mo se galamse ensu ache se asai no omo de ba behwa aboa me yetimi de asiesi Ghana water company for mo plant ahoto a timato de baba ho isa galamse no omo de asiesi
good board aya de omo nye ne sa kakra ba emeboa yin so hu so bi di be wasa ne sirim de omo famna bonten why because on say galamse na say as you know they say Ghana water full so it is omo nya 8.4 million
esa na obo na so di bi kwa
say
ose esa mo de boa
ye ni mo musa omo de ni oncheni ba ba ku ye oncheni ba ku ye kokofu ball bo ba ku nua ni ma ye mpaso
wani kokofu no wani kokofu no
me de ma kama sa ba ku de ni ma ye mpaso ne kan kokofu ball bo
okay
na ba ku de ye ncheni ye nyina ye ni ya samba ye na ne ho aka asamba two party no sa no
ko ha obenya bi ho ko ha obenya bi ho na say I was work as a move
adanna me di 8.4 billion kra ko share Ghana water for you
eno ko ana
ba eno de nke ye chen say ba ko bi ya ba
ku bi uni krata unya bi ni na ye nya che wonso a wo manya bi ani so ko bodom pim no won jae
afoko say
na afoko na ka say sisi ade wa biani wo se twene no abonchan sisi ade obo ani asisu people say national chairmanship race no ginam
okay
opre na pra wo pre no so de nkabom ana de nam na asam titru pa ne nkabom na afentitimu so aba party ni mu no wa hwe na afi obi amenase po bia watimi ahwe ne ya firi ho na wo so no sa de na kwa ban kasem biem no obre wo kwa ye bre tuo nim dodo
enra metene nka na nani abre din a woka so se manfo pese o mesesa anwe agu ni garim say wono no ye suspended no ne ade nti wo de abufuo na eba so wo nim no moto aba ma no a se de obayi ye wo mo ye ka ho bia ye ne sa ne nyagro and then was me ya foku me dabai na me se me betata obi na matene kire na me ba me no obia ho asem o se me ni obia ho asem
okay fine no de nam
I was even
na ko fo beso mpamata de ese no
wo mo se ba wo ba no they come like akai se o basu wo mo ye ka ho bi o mo ma ye suspended no be yo no se dabi se Kristo di ache tozo di ache da won kai
na so gon fa che kwa party kwa tuna ni jeje mkra ma no baba dia mo di ye na ebi ni
e do se wa ya ha wo party mu bia so fa che
no ano no
enko hwe na se obi be suro bia na kana na do na manfo suro on ko be president ye na na
na owie ye no ana odi owura Richard atamfo nyina aba si yoko omo si wo no
right Macha
yes ni de ne Raymond na aja wo wie no de Dennis Miracle aboaje sumfo nyi dia peace wo
ahwade
na wo kire mu se Miracle chiachi no se ya disika no esom Ghana city 50 million na 23 so se aja onyanwa japade ne ho nyoma ebesum se disika ne boa yebetima Ghana ma ono so timi akọ na se o matima miti ano miti ye
Omamiti.
He said, you know,
I say, I think Dr. Baumia and some couple of
50 million Ghana cedis.
One more to me.
And go for the strategy of Fairway because said Omodo Majapadi is our one. Let's say, I'm out to me. Let me call you. And I want to be my first talk, Command Fabianco. A Dubois is somebody be hey, to go here. My name was near Jilling now. Kofi Maza. Yeah, when you're careful, we're crying.
Na woni e che woni e 50 million to say ka da so twiri
ejazem getwa
the daily guide there was emunsem ensem e watch e che mira kasa waje no ni be conditions ni nyina no whatever dia tun de oboka tankata feto so me yensa anu wasem e wo ha na enu achi no wura afenyo marking okodo emra hye bedwoma dom ketwa no oma no ba no dani anu wo kire mu se hwe ekonya yokofo fa so na wo mo chichichichi eye adesia bi no etiatia kamamin kabi amamra no kamamin kabi nim dia etiatia so ne fa hodie so anwu ade ne nipa na ye bone a to nsa frɛ no wa ma na bia wo se ne ye be chew buga so anwu na we de nipa no frɛ no kra no wo ba kra na still na ade buga o na dia kwonche no ande akasai ati waje ne chane na waje wa hanu se me fe pa o aje se nya asem kejo kodwo ba ku bi aka ho ne dia think se udi kaka ye eye group of indium
fa de aka no so
okay
fa de aka no so
o fa so we bu ho
o de fa so na
ene ba me fa de chronicle
o fa de oni
akwes wa ko press bi na ya
on se base obo base no
na eyi ma me fa de chronicle na ma hu se che ma foko woda nim ya na sese no wa che sese no race no giram America tuo no wo giram den sabere aba pa na wono de waze wa ba no we enkabo mu pa no de ba eza nsa ko fisire o kan ye no oso no ese no odanwura mu o adame tie kwase ni dia no kura ba ko abu
ayeka
nti ese no mo hwe no kura ye ni mu e de ese ne to ho aba enti afoko sese na nyame adom America tuo no wo giram bi se chairmanship no ba na de wo ba nyame ya adom na wodi nkunim a ene enkabo mu pa na wode ba party ni mu a enye asem ketwa na eje god board fo hu nsem a wo bo ho amane ye nso na kofi abede da anim he wo ene check ni se de etie ni ne kakraka ene da anim he no mu kwam na da bia mo za check ni ahwa ne so ade ko bange ya za check kakraka
oh that one wo ketwa no
enti we ni e de mu foto
aha we ya just
we miniature
o we bia me ka se
ne toy de no
we go check we die eso pa na me ka se kwabra na be di akire jigam sen ka ja ommo mpamfa nso am na ka ja GC bank yem fa nkomi enkoyi
ya je wodi
enti akoni eponi akire no kra kwan sen de mame a ja me ne me hye bere na busuafo ya sesa sikapudo ka kra bu de me so a check eti ka ta bon ho amane ya wani me sika nso da ha 8.4 million a wode akwakọ wura Ghana water omo plant so de be ya o mbetimi aboa ma nsupa anomom na mahu sɛ isuafoɔ na hwɛ ɔman yɛsika sɛm wɔ nsɛm da anim ya paa na wɔkyerɛ sɛ sɛ Ghana yɛhia sika bɛyɛ sɛ 37.2 billion sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a wɔman yɛmpuntuo a ɛfa adansie ho ne mekyerɛ infrastructure fund no yɛbɛtumi de awuram na aboɔ ɔman mpuntuo paa akrata yi abɔ ho ama ne yɛyerɛ nkyɛn ɛwɔ kratafa ɛtɔ so ɛnson manyamfoɔ atɔfoɔ na ɛda ha nti ho hyɛm sɛ deɛ kofi aban dwumadie no wudi na sɛ wangorɔ wotiri ho ntimi o kutimi ato na mahwɛ Same Jamfidie na mahwɛ ne deɛ Same Jamfi ngwe ntiri ho nti ɔmmienu ho ayɛ sika so
ɔyɛ na adwo sɛ ɔba bɛpere ɔbɛwɛ
na Same Jamfidie no nkemu ɔhyɛ
ɔno no hyɛ no deɛ sika deɛ ma ɔtiri fuo
saa dabi sika ma ɔtiri fuo ankatofo asitiri ho na hɔ
sika wobɛnya sika de ahyɛ ɔman ba ɔno baabi ɔwɔ no wɔgyina sika kɔkɔɔ ho wɔkɔdwene deɛ biem
atofo asenso na hwɛ Ghana sika nyinaa so
ɔno hwɛ no so yɛgye boaboa ano ne yɛde abrɛ no
Ghana so de nyinaa da no
ɛna wei nso deɛ gold no yɛde ba sika kɔkɔɔ odi sika kɔkɔɔ
sika brɛ wa na wa wohwɛ sika no so no ɛna Ghanaian Times adeɛ baako mu sɛ Akokoa akora woka ho asɛm no kakra wɔ page wɔ no mu yɛsisisi anokɔdwo ɛfoma gudi ankurɔfoɔ turu wɔ kwanbɔne soɔ ntɔkwa yɛgu so a yɛko no ɛno de anya nkurɔfoɔ bi ahia asɛm sisi a yɛgya no atoɔ ne yɛkyɛ sɛ ɔbɔ mutu anwea so
illegal sa no yɛ ne fo
Minerals Commission fo yɛte galamsey ho asɛm mente brɛ yɛse Minerals Commission fo ate asimu akɔ ano so nyɛ ɔma asɛm anyɛ ɔma adwuma ɔmo gane abotu anwea tu
da bia no so kan
ɛna ma wɔte sɛ yɛse EPF fo cooperation Minerals Commission fo cooperation what bi da ebi wɔ hɔ saa nkɔmi minti bi da basisi ado ɔmo di anweafo akyi
ɔmo kyekye anweakafo
ɔmo tutu anwea na ɛno so ni mmira kwan so no menka sɛ nyɛ ɔmo adwuma no no ɛyɛ ɔmo adwuma no no but yɛyɛ deɛ ehia ansa na yɛ deɛ fata
nyɛ sɛ wei ne fata ɔho wei ne fata but deɛ ehia ne gara
so ɔmo tuom besi dan
ebi so ɔmo so tɔn di kwa
ɛyɛ but galamsey na sisi yɛyɛ kon kɛseɛ na di enya kɛseɛ paa ɛwɔsɔ mo hwɛ no mo ko ho asɛm Ghanaian Times so dia ɔde ba yɛ dodo ba bi ɛda mu
ba ko bi da hɔ hu Kofi still na yankɔ
ba ko pet etwa to no
saa ɛne afena mo ko hwɛ mu
ɛndɛ na yɛ twɛn se yɛ de Zuba bɛhyase bado nti wo de fa wo etwa to na
okay ɛne Ghanaian Times yo na ma minyina hɔ no biem na ɛyɛ Ghana man panyina bɛ de kyire ɛna ɛka sɛ wɔ kyerɛ mu sɛ hwɛ ɔma yi mu wohwɛ ɛyɛ amanyɔsɛm sɛdeɛ ama ne boa yɛ den ɛwɔ Ghana hanom no wobɛ sɛ ɔyɛ amanyɔsɛm a nyɛ asɛm ketewa o na wo sika wobɛhia ansa na watim de ayɛ amanyɔsɛm no
ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa
na no na vice president kyerɛ me sɛ nam so na ama nnɛ sɛbisɛbi mpɛduasa yɛnya nkurɔfoɔ mu tiri abɔ bew ɔmo animdeɛ ɔmo atu ho atɛ honhom wɔma yɛ krado so ɔmo de Ghana bɛto ɔmo akoma so adwene ho anɔpa awie anwummere ahomakye na ɔma boa ma ɔma no akɔ n'anim yɛnya saa nkurɔfoɔ no bie no
na ɛsɛ amanyɔsɛm ɔdene na ɛsɛ sɛ wɔ sika na wodie
wo sika na odie
uni sika sabi wo nyansa kra wo nyansa ni nko bia
eswa kete
endi se Kofi tia nkonim ko tu hye kapre ni botom ne mposo aso ntwa ba ma no
sa utise dwanti
utise dwanti ba ko gira mu se o nyame na beye nyame beye dai tra ho pesika ba ba chami ani na ai nanzi na mo to chama hye babai mi hu se mvimvi manta kwa ba kote wo o si edi o obi aba oje kakra nipa bebrebe
ezo ba chama di untimi to kokoma nipa untimi to kokoma nipa
ta wo constituency utua na MP wa betua na duru suru on ma friso abadwene ho
asem
ɛho asɛm wɔ ha no ma ne anɔpa yi ɔkana yɛse ma nsia sa woto so abrante ababa wa bia yi ne ti
22 years ai wodi
wadi sɛ
masa ja wasɛm
wadi sɛ
that's why you return so oba be di
so yam po se watiri po
satia nyepe
wati
adwempati ase
satia bia nyepe
na me na medi sɛ ubu zam zam medi sɛ wo dem na so di sɛ unzo di sɛ asabe ma akra ko bi da asabe ma akra ko bi da bibi sɛ me kasa me kɔ asabe ma wo kroma menya
na wona ka jase me kɔ kroma menya
na so benya na pa me enko me enko ne embetra hanya me ni krese be kɔ ise me kroma asabe ma yam ye no kasa ko ba de ma wu ifa chobe ma wa kro enke ma jenda ho o dada
obi target yam fi no dia asabe me
ma se me finkitu am
na akwa kesi
na me tu abura na me wofufuo na me kɔ ba me nya sɛ me kɔ saa de no enka me dadwe ho enti honorable soromo awosan fidawate ema ye mo hyehye enka me plans
okay
minwe na ejeje me na eja me de yemfa to ho
okay
covid
right me da say yemfa me da mo asipi kwabra
covid
enti awon krata no se wutietie mu sei no a na afi wa kra no ebi ma wo hu se Ghana no ye wo kwantwa
ye nsempi
ye wo kwantwa abusia me ba sisi ya na afi ye di nkomo kakra sanse Ghana ho nsem no ehia
so bi ma fa information sana wakwa ba ho minim so when ye idea abinchi ya abinchi ya ye Koko clinic na chi ho omo ho nyina ye se omo twa omo ensuo mu in fact Ghana water for twa mu ensuo be ensuo de be 2 months ni into omo sre Ghana water be sre abinchi
side on
a problem been about
very necessary
very necessary because then so e dey won't mean you free
hono kromo nche da ni alternative bi asa
what else here
ajigu awe tu nso Ghana water is remo
SMP
okay better as kwabna
okay
ebusia me ba na yedi nkomo Ejetiato ena yede ema wo no na abribia ya na me pese ya wutie wi so wutie wi ma wo man ai sikani nyina ko eko parking yasem ketwa after a national sanitation exercise ya yesi ya prapra krum no brabe hwade
made during the cleanup will depend on the timely evacuation of waste and equitable support for all flood victims. To clear the refuse before it is washed back into drains during future rainfalls. The gains made during the cleanup will depend on the timely evacuation of waste and equitable support for all flood victims.
Enti oba Facebook adwuma no ayeye no yesi ewura krom ye tete gatam ya prapra krom aboaboa no ya boa no agyan agukwan mu edura de o maboa no won nchen hei o hwe TV ya Facebook ade wo ni fa so yi ya boa no sa de agu gata no eso we kura de amfa ngu gata no ho gata no so se ensa mememu nwuram adwuma yeye no ye wieye no ewura no eda so egu ho. Days after national sanitation exercise, the municipal, metro, district assemblies, say, way we don't have to leave it there because a besama same situation na ma ye ko prapra ho no e besesi ye jana ho na ba ku bi a etwa mensunu mu kura ye gata mu ateche ne ade bi omu yi ya ye nyina ye nim the public health issues a ebetumi apie cholera edi yade ahodo a saa bola ye gya ne hoi se nsuo se to agusu a ye nim de betumi asi but ye jagu ho no mo se Akokoa mesesa so hu wabra ye twa budget diama assemblies no se momfa ni sanitation hu dwuma percentage of mo common fund ne ade ba no se momfa ni sanitation hu dwuma wo mo antumi anya atena waage mampani be ma directives na live on YouTube na afi yeni nkomo kakra na in fact asem we koso nyina no menye entu manum tuo nkan bi da oman ni mfum tuo ti yesi ma oman no ho ahia sem ehia ho anopa awia ne anwumre ni nyina fa oti democrat mu nsem miracles aboaje spokesperson for Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia campaign and they were declaring intentions so call for National Communications Director for the MPP. Na ni arresta ekosua yechi no over interministerial committee na ono secretary for that committee for decentralization. Hun sense pinua aba ayoku one more picking up omo arresting na hun sem no aba bebre. Bezo ba Facebook na ebra iyokufoɔ kye no akyire nra yɛnya nteɛ sɛ wɔn ne no ɛkɔ ɛyɛ ne fie ɛkɔhwɛ baabi a ne dan wɔ na wɔn kɔhwɛ no ma pii ɛwɔ hɔ nti bra Facebook bra iyokufoɔ wɔn mo ɛde no ɛyɛ ɛkɔ no wɔn de no ɛkɔ no ɛho nsɛm nini bra Facebook na bɛhwɛ adeɛ what happened actually over there na once what me appreciating koma yebidi na anopai
in Shiraya fan.
All right, into Uber Facebook videos ni bi ewo ho betumi appreciate de ekoso ewo ho and ajefu bra enkofo no eba begu ho bebre di hu kuka any other people a won begu ho bebre we crunchy enti friend is saying abante no dey crunchy right Kuka Kuka na yetu nti me mpese we Kuka different enye the upper Ashanti region that's what I want to make the clarity na omu nyina ewo ho womu protest say yoku achi miracles aboaje na abusia oba Facebook na obehwe crowd ekowa it wasn't only yesterday but the bra omote say ya pick miracles aboaje na no edomo a ekogu yoku no enya asem ketwa office was say womunya no enya asem ketwa ba adia we nyina ekoso no eba michimu ni se oman no ankasa yemisa ye ho se de pa na ye pe. Let's ask ourselves as a country say de pa na ye pe as a people me de bia me ka se ketasehye predream kankan ho according to Shraj ne other reports abeba bebre kire say even recently the deputy finance minister Amiye who say corruption Amiye lusu sikanya asem ketwa and of course Omani lusu over 3 billion every year annually. We lose 3 billion sika ebetumi asiesie Omani ye lusu. In fact IMF frasen ye koje ye. So we lose a lot of money through corruption. Edimi issues of corruption arise here. Sensem wa yesi wo we hu bom mu ayeketa separate dream kankan ayana me pese ye betumi follow the issue to the latter. Ye be die kira kosi ase. But ekoba ne se ase woman no yenim de ye hyedape. Yenim de ye hyedape. Se obi adisika anase ye kaso obi adisika. Me ye kye no a enye bone me huni se hadwene se obi yese wadi sika na waye dwumadie bi a ye beche no so wo meyi ne ho ano. Me ni problem with that. The only problem I had with say that Rambo style arrest and no maka ho nsem bebre e wa ha. The way almost conducting arrest no ba se ye chi obi ne de enye problem. Se ye chi obi se bra ne beyi ho ano no enye problem. Sabe obi fa body or fa ponchi owia obi aponchi via obi body a ye che no first of all. It matters of corruption say yesusu say obi awia bibi na institution ekoche no na we enforce laws say no ma be ya adwuma. I don't actually fault them. Etwa say emra tibi ya adwuma, etwa say institutions ya adwuma. Utie Obama, Barack Obama say mo kan na o say country a ekọ nanim bebre no ya na eye tribal institutions a ejina ne na so brane. Enti say institutions ne nya adwuma yi a that is where we fail. Jeff for miracles to mami. That is where we fail. Enti esi ema kwan ema institutions no eye adwuma. Say ye chi nipa no ye innocent at the end of the day. Emra no betre. But say yakochi will be within few hours. Less than even 6 hours. Na crowd puliko. Yesi echi obi a 48 hours. Esi e de no kokota na ye money bill. But less than 24 hours ni enya crowd a egu iyoka kache say yenyi nipa kro. Yenya nipa kro. I've already said ebi akwan a wo mo fast Rambo style arrest no enye papa de and I disagree and I've always talked about it. Say wo kwachi obi na there be but wo betimi ache no Echie no de se nipa ne yesusu so aye bibia ne chie no de mra makwan so omutimi chi no, and nothing is wrong with that. But see a bet you will be say why na public office the or my sika ye bibi na yesusu se sika no afa baby a anko yi na ye bet no na obenya nkrofo a enru even 48 hours less than 24 hours aye che no na nkrofo akogu se munya no ede ne epe asoman. Because omuchre said the arrest is just to say ebebua investigations are ekoso no. And enyo no nko na yache no. Enyo no nko a na omo ache no wo man mu. Say obi a yesusu say no ma bi anko ye wo bra okodi dwuma bi e wo aban mu a yache no. Enyo no nko anya miracles nko na yache no. So what is the problem here? Just months ago, yente kromu a ena de wom say said the nam tamakro yemfa ne mre ni nyina na ye issues of corruption. Di ntina na ye de say yemfa ne mra metum. Obedru ye kura no na manfo pese ye hu se handcuff gu ni nsa ye de ne ko prison meboa ye mu a Ghana fo ya ne ye ka say ese o me ye hu se de nam tamakro say ye de ayi agu ne nsa a ye de ne ko prison. We want to see, because one day kura the court we bua ne say we disika no nti ye say ye de ne tum ye pay justice, but we can't have selective justice. Adenti no be the ese ye no na obi the ni se ye no. Not less than 24 hours you have people yamasi up there na just say akoye bibie ho. No Ghanaian is above the law. No Ghanaian is above the law. And I've stated say si a person o mai etu mpono o mai ko nanimu a yenyan institutions ni nya o madwuma yie. This is what we have done. The politics everywhere at interfere in institutions because and then Yabeka say why MPP in India. It is an MPP so was no one so kwachi NDC for mo so say wo mu lose elections no mu kwachiri na say MPP ababan no so kwachi obi a sa na NDC for so be sorry no mu so be gina e na wo ya NDC ni ntin ye ni say yanyi politics and free accountability mu am say wo man ye ntimi nkoye ni mu otom. When it comes to accountability, the party colors should not be part of it. The big question is that that is what we must be asking. Any party, any penny free. If we want to develop as a country, the same people now, and mabuna ya boa umanoa, e biako jina wa per videos, everybody, e be say, ya show mo bossy, ebemo muska, yabemo mediani, is yamasu omo omo koguono. Sa youth na koguono. The same people as say, Sika, I would say, no correct, no Korea, say, no cressa and pa, says Sikano, a messini, a GCS Sikanoa. Ebebwa woman e bibe tumia bie nyuma ma woman sa mabuni ya so ene e defend no ma bia e tren kosi po enso no mu defend edi akura na ya dwene bibia ye se o akwaya witch hand akwaya we ada ne ye mane kosi po ne ye hu se no kura be ne wo sa asem we mu but rather ye man institutions ni nya aduma ye prevent wo why is miracles abwaje above the law in any way? The same way na me ochina bi if say omususu say oh sami jamfi whatever omo ma di djuma wa ban mu ye fi say oh ebia no ma bia nko ye wo institution ya no oda no we ya anye yi na ye chi no na ye invite no the mra no ma ho kwai say ye chi no there what's the problem? Yenya na institutions ni nya o madwuma as required enye sa o man ye ntumpo ye the politics ye bi bia mo man no ye say we don't love this country enough. Amaya would you feel so you talking about US, you are talking about UK, no money, other Amaya, yes, woman tumpon, ne ka China, say China etumpono, sa amai to say China no. Do you know what they do? Corrupt officials no almost sentence you to death. You poor now will be a 300 million bribe. China, yes, see in Kukuno. But how we bet me the 1 billion? Yanyanere. And in the money and the politics, oh, na enya na ba intia, oh, enya ni say intia. Now, pursue my develop here. We need to investigate matters to the latter. Munyama investigations no koso. This is a problem the country have had several years. The Fourth Republic since 1992. The democracy accountability is not witch hunting. And arrest in your conviction. So why say be within 24 hours? Justice must not depend on party affiliation. So I am this is why I am people, and not yet the matter in here. We must look beyond that and think about Ghana. Sadia na ye no. Emma oman empuntu nkoso. Na wunya koka. Jeff aneto sumami koka. Osai crunchy esiedu. Koka. Na matesi ya cheno kura oma cheno police fo ache no iyoko fo se oni o makache e dey say police fo no ache no na mpese oba Facebook behwe ade a na eye koka oye no ho a enam so a dudu no omode peke no ho no mo bra behwe koka de na oye no ho koka and car eba o se minim de o pa kire e wo ho na police fo ne kasakura wo hugya wo mo ne ade I just want you to come and see. In politics, but no maybe let's allow our institutions to work. So we are not who so Hanan mo dear eja na ekosui. Ayi obaya no national service. Gifty. Ono so dear ekoso. A lot enkofu bebre wo ho. They were arrested. So what is the news here? At the end the news we tie no. Behe koka na ebo car mu no obi car bonnet ne pam car na the police ni no stop no kra o jai ya dabi wonte ase kra behe koka nti wuche se bia ya chi no na we ya some of the scenes are ekos no bi ni
You are talking to the guy fan. Really? Look at what you are doing.
Brabe hwe koka hwe de oye ne ho. Police ni ne kakra no chese. Hwe ni bi ode hwe this police officer I think say obey ASP and I say even SP superintendent. Onye police ni like junior officer. Jeff post na yi na ne rank no ba yenwe. Police pani o. Koka shout no ho. Nyasem ketwa bra Facebook be hade.
Maka
say what is wrong can never be right. Oh, an officer, bubo car bonnet muni adena police penny say jina catch us no. Yeah, just say huja police penny no ni adia. And no maybe wo ye na wo anka say land in a problem. That's your own. And no na man say mam e meye politics. E ye wo wu suni oban ne de wo ye and do alande baby a wa ye no. And now what does a car don't say you say president now huja no ye you know and the tiam no say they say yacho. Oh, no maybe wo ha ye nhwe ne ye asoman. And no can ye be no party colors. Ni abeke can simple but as ye can operate penny. Let's allow the institutions to work. But makawa ha say iyoko any other state institutions no. Arrest ne de emrada ma mo ho kwan obi ye bibia. And ye mrada ma mo ho kwan se mutimi chi no. Na mo ye mo investigations. But at the end of the day, e kwan a mo fa so chi nkrofo no nsu bi no. That bad because in opposition Jeff Fabra in opposition no na NDC e complaining Jeff mamenka semcheon in opposition no na NDC e complaining say Ekufuado ne na ban e use Rambo style e dey arrest omo nkrofo then in opposition and it was a problem for the NDC. So Rambo style arrest no say no. What is the difference between this and what happened then? Me Macau, me say what was wrong yesterday can never be right today. On the face of truth and fact, the Ayasianye and Rano can never be right today. It is a Rambo style. Because a bedroom baby no, it is said the MPP the time when Kufuado ye and the time air cost 1 year can once will be enfi. On Sunday, the NDC for the same thing, and we are speaking, but the woman person police brutality is because Ryoko Kochi Obisu I say I Rambo star no manoma ye can once and bomuntie. So when the NDC goes to opposition, not similar things are happening. You don't expect us to speak for you. Entienne yenhwe na se yebesesa kwaya ye faso eye normal institutions no we must do it immediately. I'm not against the arrest and I wouldn't be against it because it has accountability koso. But the Rambo style thing no let the law works. Say nipa no court na ebubo na e ho na so twe kese ne wo. That is the most important thing. Ghana de chese da ben de bia wo to aka ensemi bi bakura no akoma ye wo ya. Kwamna ebusu ya me ba.
Isra 104.5
Kamera?
Welcome my Kafra.
Edding.
Now, 3 billion now you lose to corruption now. Yeah, figure. But we make sure bana bro. By no the croc.
I said no ye the
croc the John. Croc bro they know say bro because me say they lose 3 billion to corruption. Na me yakoda na no ya buy enti na edru se mon kan the real figure nche ko mo di brusa
dodo na ekọ
govi wo mo di brusa o
seriously
na unim miracles dey need your asma o oh say Abrantia no ya accountant the same institutional na miracles chief executive what shall say Gerald Apia what shall say Ntiano can be enche Ghana for. It doesn't matter so we MPP, so we NDC, so we CPP. So dear we should tell you something. Or say can be picture or say any time you know near Chiwomo. I would the same institution so Sikabia for one say. It is about kwasha see treat ya dia. Enti echere saying. E pa cho onye say bia or your party ban na say bia this maka say mebunu no wo me yanwene ye ho.
Wona iskani hia se de bua wo.
Wona se de bua wanya bia ni wo miracle frɛ ɛna adonako ba fi ne bɛka sɛ miracle sabaje sika bi fa ne sase campaign sika bi fa ne sase ɛna on party ni one of accuse no and they say yoko akɔche no based on that some allegations are ɛfa sika ho a wo de nka wo
ɛno ni dwumadi a wadi wa aban mu
anti ka wo de over ho bɛyi and one say okay miracles go home why bro ho ase now the yenya hwehwemu no and to the wie hwehwemu no ahu ka de besi bia no say enya wo a eye na say nyankopon no na say but yes sorry it means that the politicians are hiding behind the public
so many say den ya
meba na ya peka krama yen na akwa na sa koka branch ya enye koka asanteman koka ya
oye
Kofi
police ni nukra tweno kra
asa o klemu no to right be maintenance as I say oya hero so oya de benye so oya de okata chief fa na anu ide okoye say allegedly yes okopia inspector to form no o ma fa na nko o de ne ko
oya den ya ombeche wo de ombeche
oya o be me pia ahu yes e kuja what I say o mind the problem
sure
now both if we change na hoku e to bo bui sanya Ghana
enemra no
adwuma enti covid ka bit my say
seriously
eke ya gachi wo a wo do share e bi ukrache enti yema mra na adwuma mebu no we should think about ourselves let's think about our future enti if an allegation of such nature
sisa we ni mame no but man embra we Embra medal. No. Triko medal. Sure. Thank you. Adi we na ese Moses Sanamai. Go the be into me shift. Okay.
Leadership appointee yes mo fanche.
First my na
I hear content achi. Enti na me mpa cho mesra mommy. Content ntimi. Enti ge masa makonya no so me pass mbia china kwa na preaching wa here. Yes am preaching share. He's in a cooler.
And also the one
in the cooler. Also edi o me to so me first na me ka say in cooler na say ho nwunu. So worship. COVID Ghana for mama yentete break na yenwino mind ho since e bedwin individual e ho say ya chi we nti na e di meka na ya chi na edidi ajeje for ta edidi say ye kan sempi uzo ni mbone anipa na ye nipa no ye bone ni pass we di bone no but obehye wachi e no ye sa ne enti yen hwe no susu ye kofi
medase pi ebusia enche mene eye her ladyship ebetwetwe nkomo ewa na ohwe said ensem no tie no a emramu nsem no doso bari ya no mu de ya na ye keka ni no ani anze kwabna zemi no de
kwame ahe ni ko so na onsa guachi we ni na onsa crowd gu ani mze ya
na lawyer me yet see kan imra ne se brofo imra ne se ne brofo eti leadership
me say go me hu say ya
I see on say ende no
free now wo wadwuma
e wa ma ye kwan yi de kwabna
ani etimi very cool
ejabusa me ne her ladyship Justice Efia Sewa Asare Botwe Justice of the Court of Appeal and yanene betwetwe enkomo but title no se mu edu me cheche ma no kra asanse efufu ise man hwe ye ne no kwamna gina machi o me ko ti do machi presi ni so te ha ti ye ya na jose awe okay Helady wada mama chi
ya eja we de ebeda mo ase ahazo na nka mababa na metra ha ye adwuma pa o
okay
me finish obras
oh wonderful
sabra na me estate attorney wa ha
okay
me ba ha say imse bnado say ya wada me nene of ma me boafo
oh okay
ya baba be ti coming home
it's like any coffee
sure we dey
na say busuafa omutie nyina omunyina chi edamo asenso for giving us the opportunity to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you too for coming. Now, the Uberto Swika Cray, my main fan chassis in free one sana, Yako. I didn't say, O mino, ye pursue Bibisa Embra, and ye Juma wo, Bibimua, in terms of corruption. Ye not that resistance from a year. Political parties, groups in this no dear pa ne masa de no cause looking at recent events so behena party be a mass up yachi will be a person de no ko
recent o papa who said na me ye adwuma wo financial crimes court
okay
metna ho 9 years eyade a etai esi nanso nka judge for the sanuoma no enye ye hwe enye tna obi betna ho deda obi beye anase confirm say impinting ne ntwene ne mental crofo bebo
ya mo hwe
yentimpo
deda o mo ye nyina
tabi yentimpo
particularly election petition bu so mama see apaba Supreme Court no mo je na ya mo
papa say ye de ye da say ade no da yanim na obi di na dance na ode ne obroni friend say evidence ode ba na ye de toto mra no ho ne ye de ye adwuma yentimpo
tichuoka na wa bontini nyina
debi we enya de asese mama ha obia eti obewie no ansa na bia obi beka se wate yentimpo me cross atara na mo financial court no se na se media se bia tesa me ha me hu krantie news mpo
ya mo hwe news
media dru sabre na me hwe news me tie morning show me hwe timentio bebre nso ntempo omo ete no nso so ubetumi akata wani se ade no wate ebia nanso krata na eda wani mu no ne nipa no begina court a okan ma menya example yemfa ne se me fa criminal matter nya example said ye be ya enko yese maka obi asem titi no na me state attorney wo Kofodia
right
na me di asem bi a efa obi a yesi wakum nipa bi ho ene ye di asem no court na okay says ye di asem obe court ye the bill of indictment and summary of evidence nyina kan e di serve ma accused person no na yako lower court district court yako ye friends and committal proceedings and san ye do high court ya ye photocopies no di bibia ma your friend is saying accused person no ya drew CAD asem high court afe police ni no a odi asem o ye witness no onfa papers no mra na ye tender na proceed ni ye paper paper bi ni ya yes ye tender pe na lawyer no a or the other side and no ni Eastern Regional Bar president me rem feed that o you be na di asem na udi ntwa o rem feed me cases am di ntwa na no so nti no me kai pa
me hwe ya o ya pa
chese me hu dwiri me de chese me nya fa krata no a ye se ye tender pe e na lawyer ne se krata na mo de ma ye no enye no na mo de abey na o de atoto ho te yen aye photocopy na o de photocopy no ni we na atoto ho kai hu no say nipa no wakum nipa o na o de atoto ho nti o de toto ho no obi ehun say krata ni nyina asesa e na mo bu say any state e no si o o de ni file no to ho e na o di abenkwan na enkwan no ne ba bi ko kan no say de na enkwan no ehwie gu krata no e na ma krata ni nyina ye nwo enti no o copy no foforo ene yebusa no question say sadia statement na o say accused person no na aya wo di aba wo tender no signature na e wo so no why there e de che say wo chro no foforo dia say ne say ka signature no free nipa no say we na be sign no foforo eno ano no me case no say ya no and so be anim say we kum nipa but there are technical parts of it
enimu
a enye ye nti obi o ha ye nyina ye hu but we could court no there is more to just litigating than all that nti eyena sa asem bi ba enye de o mo ka no ena ye nyina ye hu na enye ewo musa but e ba bedru court ho no a evidence no na de ye adwuma commentary a vlogger or blogger mo na mo ni mo
bloggers no be ye no
yente
oh nti ya omutratra bi a YouTube ni ade mo
yes ye di mokoshe obi ani ase
wante na omuta abom ntrani su
yes
say mo pa mo ninko mo be hu de ye eno ya na enkam
obi ka say yes Ghana is hard say ye keka yente yenim e cha say u ka say wo di sa ne o manachi a wo tumi nya adwuma no
it's true
enti na adwuma na ne ye no ye say ubomodia yi wani na ubomodia hwemu di asem no sede eda wani mu no
right
na so ka say wo tie nkomo ankrofo bo wachire eni ade a ebe say adwuma no be say adwuma no
wow Her Ladyship, Justice Efia Sewa Saribotre, Justice of the Court of Appeal, and yenene etwetwen komono na ene ye court, ye wura court, ye correct de emra no ehun nsem sitie. Eti twebe wa fidie no fra wunua no nzo a kire first one say court no de ye nyire ye hu ye betumi hu obi aye we pa o. Be could do on the face of the evidence no na akoye nsem pii. But her lady, ene court aye wo maimu no. Minim say your circuit courts, I mean your district courts, high court, and a court of appeal. I mean, sa court no difference in any saying. Dear no more ye.
Oh, say lower court and lower bench. Ni na wana juma oye.
Okay.
District court na baby a magistrate for no no.
Right.
Oho no mono omudi nsemo a yen nkakra sika say sika semo a ni sika no wo form. Circuit court and so enhanced jurisdiction. Circuit court to me robbery, to me cases be apart from trials on indictment. Indictable ones no call high court, but even civil no you share civil jurisdiction no you share be a circuit court near only on to me be a labor and employment civil matters.
There's a juma home
labor and employment circuit court into me and a circuit court and so to me near human rights matters.
Okay.
But circuit court is a very wide jurisdiction.
Okay.
Robbery near the circuit court to me pronounce any sentence other than the death sentence or life.
Okay.
The circuit court bet to me a week or robbery. I bet to me the not to move 50 years, 60 years, circuit court has the jurisdiction to do it.
Wow.
But the district court, 2 years limit. Now high court also the high court were very wider jurisdiction.
Okay.
Apart from chieftaincy, high court to me BPA.
About him for some day.
Him for some high court into me. And no a fair far. The administrative part of chieftaincy, for example, your gazette will be your sir administrative part. So no man know the high court to me.
Okay.
Court of appeal there, it is just an appellate jurisdiction you exercise. In the appeals neighbor.
Okay.
And I hear who Juma. The word Juma no dear to kakra.
Okay.
Now Supreme Court dear Nyamena yes no
Supreme Court.
A Juma no dosu fivefold jurisdiction. One more original jurisdiction in constitutional matters. And obi wa constitutional matter interpretation and so on.
Okay.
Because Supreme Court.
Right.
Assembly Free House of Chiefs, Supreme Court, and ECO. Normal appeals, Supreme Court, and ECO. The omu appeal if you Supreme Court, and ECO. Omu election petition. No, I'm saying was supervisory jurisdiction. Ni ankofo kokoje certiorari prohibition. Ni sanyo manu over the lower court. Yes, high court for supervisory jurisdiction over district court and circuit. Supreme Court so yes supervisory jurisdiction over the court of appeal and the Supreme Court and the court of and the high court. Ni na ko Supreme Court ho. Now show ni pakakrebi. It is a very tough jurisdiction they have to exercise. They sit more often than the court of appeal sits.
Wow,
it shouldn't be so.
It is so far Supreme Court as we speak. And I say it me who members hundreds of judges because they all kind of juma
say enka ne papa mu a enka enye case bia na sese nke tam ko.
Okay.
Well, because we to say petitions for parliamentary petitions. And we say high court now court of appeal now appeal now the court of appeal esi san amranity.
Yeah.
But Supreme Court there no yanya mrana sa. Most people have the same thought. Say enka some of the cases should terminate at the court of appeal except for very extraordinary legal matters. Mind be brave or no Supreme Court in near sem na what you be Supreme Court justice ko adwuma every day na what you be na mere bang no de betna se e dia dwendwen atro judgment de kai say stare decisions ninti judgment be a Supreme Court be man nyina ye follow
ebeye mra right
say atro ho mra say atro ye ho ebeye mra enti say Supreme Court for no ye twe won sa no a o be de no manya kwan yeah how mo it's a lot of work.
Wow now Supreme Court no eba ye di saying yen kan say be right justice
150 years mu an ye we said the Supreme Court na kanene net ye no na emo no ebe ye apex court de ye republic no 1916 ebe ye apex court but Supreme Court of Ghana ebe ye Ghana court penia na sa abre ne say tete no 1876 ne de se wo ye case no na se etwamu a na wotumi appeal sa abre no before independence na wotumi de call waka West Africa Court of Appeal.
Okay.
And no anye ya now they call is abre no Privy Council. They na nanom kan say ye di asem call Privy Council. Na o they call Privy Council. But ye be ye Supreme Court as an apex court ye dia ye case call bia biom no 1960 ye be ye republic no.
Okay.
Ye to me yes sir.
Wow. But o de wa system no mu ache pa. O sha Supreme Court from that time 1876 de ba be 1960 asema wo kan wo nkrofo bia wo mu atumi edi dwuma bia contribution bia ba ama a transform ya tent ne wo memu kakra from that time till now 150 years
from that time till now kaya say na sabre ne wo Cape Coast
Yeah.
Na sa abre no capital ni Cape Coast. Lawyer for
you be kind ye ni o.
You be kind say na wo Cape Coast.
Na me nya kura nyi.
Na wo Cape Coast lawyer for chocho road na saba no mo. Wa won si Chief Akokoa sanomo. San for the thing na ye koye program ye sha say wo Cape Coast no. Ye koye public lecture no wo Cape Coast. Ye mo ko baby ana kane no Supreme Court sitting no e wo Cape Coast. And I think this me adwuma here me buy the two committee is ebiem kofo bebre asom kofo asom san ba ye wa wo hwe ansan ye benya ye first Ghanaian Chief Justice say Akokoa ansan ye benya ye first female unim say British for kura last year ya no munya first female Chief Justice
ye di kan jam omo enam omo so ye benya
ye first female Chief Justice CJ Wood 2010 ana
I think 2010
2007
yeah
2007 or 2017 that time no yenya female Chief Justice me say me ko baby bebre a mo kan
you are proud.
I am absolutely proud.
Wow.
Yenya female Chief Justice ya twanko for bebre still a baby bebre ho mo nya female Chief Justice mpoda
barrier near them barrier near them
then Emma
because a man no so long no mo yepa. But it's a step that I mean it is very very commendable. And apart from which yen Supreme Court no yen Supreme Court no jurisdiction no more exercising.
Okay.
Me ko be na me hu the Supreme Court to me then I realized that our Supreme Court is a very active Supreme Court. It helps in the for example, yen Supreme Court ene to me chere say uze kaneno. There have been many decisions that may count or love. You say J.H. Mensah, an Attorney General, for example.
Right.
The Supreme Court in a can say why say president, it's happy time no President Rollins for ministers. No, we need second term. No, expect to say the ministers no about to us. Supreme Court said there be the parliament as I got to I'm making sure say they still pass. The Supreme Court in a decision by say, for example, national broadcaster say be a GBC nominee now say political parties will give them the chance. Say almost beba national broadcaster no so almost time no so make us be. The Supreme Court in a case police phone to me nkase emergency to make creators and a demonstration. Na mo no be a demonstration. She no be she wase. Say the be abetumi abo mo want to yemu na nya so mo ba beje to me and our permission e wo yen Supreme Court na to me can say sebi sa bre baby ayedru wi ase mu haidie say obi pa beso agya nan sebi we de mpanifo we de mu pa machaw eno de enye kama enti e ma agya nan nyina ye gya etu beka ya after that decision Supreme Court decision ba no district assemblies be break say utu esika kitu e bia on be ba be toilet e wo fie mo kai sa de
yes
it was because the Supreme Court said bucket toilet should not exist in a modern time. Yen Supreme just me say me can the Supreme Court na to make us say ya can say 48 this constitution na can say obi a ye beche no within 48 hours ya fana Akokoa ye money bill na 48 hours say 48 hours inti kan no be hwane a che obi ya wada anwumre ni aka say o de ewura memendem we de tenemu ne nkosi edwada saa ne o mani nyina Supreme Court said there be ya ka say 48 hours 48 hours inti say mo che no ya wada dia memenda mo pe court mfa no ko nti me kai say bribi media assembly Dr. McPalm high treason bi I presided over it with two of my colleagues na Chief Justice say Chief Justice any yeboa or say ya chenkrofo no ya wada ofre my lady president please you are given a warrant monko na monko tena se memenda no pa nti memenda no pa ene ye tena asem no so because na chese nya sa 48-hour rule no ebe breach ye Supreme Court na ka say muchi obi na mo ba bedi na asem a ne nkrata bia mo de ba bedi adanse ni amfa ni adanse de dance ni statement bi o chro ye nkrata bia mo wo pictures am wo videos am wo nyina mo fa ma accused person na san ya first witness grab be tena se na accused person ni nya kwan NCSC no who answer our court. It is Supreme Court in there. When it comes to good governance, human rights, I know of very few. The Supreme Court ne to me about electronic evidence. Emra na sabre na emreni ho. So ye dear sem na say ye civil na say bia obi me new di nkomo na record privately I won't country me e bia want to be news but when it comes to crime ne ade na say bia obi wo CCTV bia wa record obi wo bibi e betumi dia ye adwuma ye Supreme Court is a very active Supreme Court. Wow. And every time I've had to train people me ye training ma other countries me kona me kire say Supreme Court ni timi ye active sa eboa Emma Brano so sheye. Yeah. Omo nyina be man bebre wo hono omo twema parliament atro emrane diaba. But ye Supreme Court we can actually we have judge made law in our Supreme Court. Wow. But there are concerns case by Supreme Court like there are delays any normal bebre. In fact, not only Supreme Court alone, but your court and Kasa cases need delay no bit will be a 1 year. Now you go swear upon their Supreme Court as the mother of all these justice system. No, more changes eba. What are you trying to do, Sebeboy in Kakra? Yamfa a first election petition 2016 there no. Okay. 2012 then I delivered a decision 2013 in example. And no dim posome nwotwe. That time. Na sa abre no adana me kase sa adano ana ye ma decision. Ai. Me se me ko joma ko di dwa wo Central Market. You say me na mte ha. Sure. Na me ba warinti me se me ko to banchi ne ade abe ofufu ama mense no. Me wura Central Market anoma aba eni ho ugina anu ho a utumi hunu eto ho obi ama chese ayam hyehyɛ nko a obi esuro nanso second election petition no it didn't take 8 months, it took 3 months. Why? Because say na say ye bribi na say ye hu say adwuma no say de ye no enko yi a ni atena se right ni ahwe ye hwe a enti panifo na atena se no mo ye rules foforo say na be ya no beyond 90 days. So you notice that the second one exactly a bit faster. You be case management in the day. You be new day. Now so more. And then say ye di asem. Now say judge no ka say e free asem na ye di no. Your friend and senior be friend anopa wi anwum anopa ye tena se enne wo kina na de chi mu ambasa beta ka say ade na judge odi mirika pakapaka sa na se case no ye call ya na ade na mo pentem sa I say Ghana ni ani hu ni pewu say ade na wo sie ni ntem sa ade ntia na ye sa ye ade but say kan ye be makwan a enuma ni bi wo hwa ye sesem. For example, probia 7 okrata belief for akwa mo ma say ye person ke bi a WhatsApp. Okay. Ye de serve ye pese ye di electronic cra file person file ade na say want to be free ha anko adumu a e bia nka obetumi etua o filing fees no wo momo so na nka wa say wa file wa heya na ye di electronic no document no cra a serve nipa no na bia nka nipa anante ye pese ye dwene ho say atworotworo no udi asem na church no dos. Okay. Ti menim say Mira Chief Justice kura ama madwuma mama ye kura de akọ. Right. On say ye ti he nyina me ye voice me record me we say ya na wa fa phone ya na. Me record me we me transcribing a voice to text. E de ama no. I want us to we hwe say sa so na se ye di adanse e wo court a. Ye betumi a transcribing no voice to text. Anya say judge no e be fa paper ne pen and we want to use technology, right? But we are improving. Can you be wa broche just for playing ban wa be dia dance enne ukokot be brea ubetumi take evidence via video link. Okay. Enti ye be cross examine won so sa enti ye no Microsoft Teams ne ade enti nipa no ewo baby say ye wo baby abroche for amotwe o masase ho manso ne omo say ye defraud omo ne ade nyina bebre ma oni hanso no ye di asem. Wow, that's a great improvement. Na yen yankasa so ye city online. Okay. Court of Appeal say kaneno na say fan say be kokofodu ajaji for kotena kofodu omotua hotel transport ne ade ebi no be city second ne ade sa ne mani nyina ene ye twem. Okay. Say me fan say media asem e wo Court of Appeal kofodu a mete your video conference facility e wakra ti lawyers na wokofodu a no mo di asem no betina kofodu a wa me ni judge for ni nyina ate ha ye be take arguments ni nyina awie ewie a ye ma judgment na be no online ewie ya na assign ni ya transmitted the court within days. Wow. And it say no technology na yes ready say ye nya ho kaokudi no expand technology it always demands a huge capital injection but yeguso kakra na ye no kra no it's not bad say mo de da kru munya ho na mo bankran mo ma me de mo be kwa kire baby yes ani o mani na it's far more improved obi a we di asem pen 70s 80s 90s no ebe kanu krese enne ensem no enche te se kaneno
wow that's great but yembra anniversary ne so 150 years more launching in April 2026 year and we expecting that this month celebration ibaba so expectations not to say
ya shasie Cape Coast
okay
yeko chia ohini o Cape Coast
okay
yeko hwe yeko to no dada Supreme Court no ewo ho no yeko ho afi ye public lecture Professor Bonzi Simpson you be anim no say we menim ni kese pa ono ena oma or deliver a talk on the past and what Cape Coast had to do with the Supreme Court. We near Carter sword ye PCC court for Cape Coast. And here one of the projects if enwechri no nanka ye beye market outreach me dey twa mu no but unse ye nyina ye prapra krum nti ye tu enu ahye me da e be ye komakola ye ne ma na edwomfo na kokasa aware kura hu hia ne keka ho afei kwesi ade twa mu ye what do you know I am call 9 it was very interesting yes what do you know nipa enu no chese it was an a special edition what do you
online site be
say GBC on GTV
all right
tenu achi no ene ya ba hai media engagement ya ye nyina ka activities no nyankopon ya adom ochina era sante hina da romanti wa mayen bia ye ba ko tenase ni ya discuss the Supreme Court in the light of chieftaincy any who say o ka culture ni chieftaincy dia ene esas asante hana ba enti ye ba public lecture ni yesre obiara wo interest. It is an open event. Obia betumi aba Jubilee Hall ewo menhia. Ti ewie pe ni akonkra ni akoye ye market outreach no. Ye be ye float, ye be health work. Na watchuna ye besimu no. Afi na drew law students no so. Moot court. Omo ba be discuss serious constitutional matters. Omo ba be di ho asem. But judge for the betna say. Ati asem nyina. Ane. The universities no moot court omo be ye you know over 2 days.
Wow. Obi abetumi ababi.
Pacho obi abetumi ababi ye was Supreme Court ho a. Ye be ye bi wo court of appeal na ye bi wo Supreme Court. The moot court ni etwamu a pacho ye be ye public lecture foforo e won crime for so ho no mo eno ye be ye law school dome no na eno no the Speaker of Parliament will be the one to deliver it. We are looking at constitutionality in the light of the legislature share no Supreme Court in the legislature eno twemu a ye be ye public deba ye be deba eno so edwabo kese pa yes I saw games ebi mbabo pacho wan ye woti ma wow ba Messi usi an Messi chese ye be bo ba me dey say me jama me bo oware ni ludu eni penyi but enu no ye be ye dinner bi so ho dinner ye be hwe kofo asom omanyi fa Supreme Court ho na enu achi no ye wie ni nyina bibia wie mu dia ye dey aseda be kwa akomerade 31st July ewo rich church Accra rich church kwa ya sorry sun kese pa ya frefra sofo osofo nyameche beba beke radio asem asofo mpanifo bebre beba bebompa ya my moderator beba Methodist presiding bishop osofo is Sudanaba osofo Penny Duncan Williams bobo chese yes
asofo penifo ni
na me mebompa ye na fe ye wie ye dwumadie no ti ye besre Lady Kayeda Mwase. Kwenya mudi amaye fedodo. Na enu achi no so yesre mo hu de roma yen. Enipa nyina amra kumasi aye ba ye mu age ye fel so. Eda Mwase bebre but yesre ochina ne program no pompon so. Otumfo tena adwam ahemfo bebre. Momra na momra metie Supreme Court ho asem se fa ahenie sem ho bia ohene de be ne frɛ say contempt de be ne akeka ho ne fa hemfo ho gazette ne ade ene ne Supreme Court aka fa sa ne ma ne nyina ho ahenie ho de ne court betumi de nano atum ene ne yentumi fa no
mo be kan nyina oh that's great
papa His Excellency Ajimandua
okay
and muhu say ya to ebu ase pa selecting crofo who can deal with all the subjects very well.
Right.
Tipa mcho bukra nyambo china mo pon ya.
Ochina beba ho. Iwie ya na eba mba cho bre ne e sha se ebrebe. Time no yes 10 a.m.
Yes.
Oh we know ne apo.
Mo pon ya.
Her Ladyship Justice Efiasewa Saribotwe, Justice of Court of Appeal and yene ne twetwe nkomo no na me won simpi bisa kakra but brain it mean say time away animu no ye benya bra say hia biem because looking at constitutional review normal cost I mean community service bill the akọ ini normal be branke betimi enya wide years I hope later on you be share biem na you be invite you especially for that
be fear e betumi edi
baby e hia me pa cry corruption there no how you be see afa ye be din komo atire lady that's all right insha 104.5 abusia me ba sisi ana afi ye din komo
we go to
You are talking to the guy is coming. Really? Look at what you are doing. What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you That's what I'm telling you. You are talking to the guy is coming. Really? Look at what you are doing. What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you
mo atake ne saa so ye bedi nkomo ne ahwede ntia ene kumase na ni abre din Honorable Richard Ofori Ajimai Buadi KMA Mayor ewa Honorable good morning.
Good morning. Na labena benyini. Debi amfa Akokoa.
Me gusu didi. Honorable na hoboko there.
Yes adom bibi ayeboko.
E da okropon asepa right. Adom ne mpai boy ho ye. You said recently no I busy. You ton krana but you say up and down no anyasem de to.
Busy ni de yeguma. Otina kwa ni Friday say you be busy pa.
Wow.
Ochani
Friday.
You be busy pa.
Wow. Other than that because
there are two things we have to do.
Okay.
One, the construction of the Akokoa dualization to Santase right about.
Okay.
Ochina. Yes, relocate them. Say car dealers in the the construction.
Sure.
Be recalcitrant. Tomorrow we'll move them by force. Those that we have to move them. We'll move them.
Now, notice.
We have had a lot of engagements at him.
But still,
tomorrow we'll move them by force. Tomorrow into China Pie.
But China they are force.
We are going to be very whether they like it or not, we'll move them by force.
Wow. But Banasa, you hear a lot of conversations around you. And Zuba. Also Sana way. Yes, Zuba. And
kiki social media attacks no nipa say asem na woka no onim the end effect of what you are going to do.
Okay.
Nti o ma wadwen ko a ade esi wani so no ontimi nye. O say na atapa hene ni chini ye no watro ya tro o say wensi waso a ontimi mbuman.
But
ontimi hu bia no ya me.
Wow.
Na ansa na babeje keme adwuma no o baba no fashion trim e be do atem.
From
right from the onset, you be dim at them. You be do at them. You be bodia.
What did you have now?
Oh,
what's the cure? Who did
me bonnet to that? Now, hope one here.
Ya bodia na.
Wow. Onim. Oti wi asia. First see mba wakwem.
Okay, insisi
obi.
Wonderful.
Ma wadwe nyina nye pepepe.
Okay.
So nyame ne di nokre. Me mu dia 2 million. Enyi. Because to me bia ni wa esum nyagopon to. So obi bo odua na enyawa na nyame pe.
Na ayo.
Wow. If it says to me na ye de wo koma no wodua bom. Ne to me no enso sen nyame to me. It is nyame ma ho kwan dia na ono nyame no obo ne trimu poso we mo wo sa kwan no.
Wow, a great message.
And that's
right. Wow, but came about 98% endorsement, showing that assembly no courage utum so to me aye jumano. 55 out of 56 votes.
Yamo 100 in our timber to 20. As I know, Ubi as if I'm 100 in our Utimbe my back 20.
Natural say if you so well.
As I know what about it. I take it as 100% endorsement in essence.
Wow.
And then as I make office no. We share anywhere. Hey, Kofo Jidi Omo. My an idea of the expectation, and every day expectation keeps widening.
Wow.
And I maybe a senior registrar of court by me fee.
Right.
And maybe I watch church. You might be power. Okubi hotel. Potemo holo. Seka sakwana hodi enka ideally. How be because what catch some metro for but he feels that the air cost one energy. I don't what GDS energy no the beba. The mechanics and about 2 o'clock.
What has been some of the challenges so far? I mean, our office over a year.
Major one, financial constraints. KMA is going through a lot of financial turbulence.
Sikasem.
Yeah, Sikasem or KMA thing.
But you see, so there's a common fund near the ETC.
What's a common fund? Common fund ne bar. It was specific in your man. Formula no dia bar. Ye reso dia ye.
Right.
Eti eno yesterday for Kotakunya. For 10% for legacy project, for 10% here sanitation, for 10% here borehole, for 10% for health. What I say, inti obey hunkrata 7 you have complied with those directives.
Right.
On the material. But say every day, bola ye fan kuma say memo 12 compactors. More skip tracks by 5. About 17 tracks are as a ball away a central business district in your market areas and on came winning now. And on quan say they be a 10 gallon squares. The 17 tracks.
Yeah.
say day be obi agi 10 gallons say.
Wow. Easy. But what would sanitation mode? I mean, you're Kumasia. Now don't say naminam prudential top one. We do the quad last one. Though that's been necessary, but still, who say I have my ebusuna ranu gugu kwem me koya ko see PZ boys side ono so hosuna egura no chese ya boaboa bia no ayense side na say what is happening?
Occasionally a see.
Okay.
It's not a routine, but occasionally a see, especially say in so talk na so na no what dey otia. 2-3 days those things happen. The money bus and say wo ti hono landfill site no ayem mabusu.
Okay.
Now think year 2019 and they are bagusu up to 2026 ayenya any new cell and for bola bebrebe every km nkwao fe juso bi fe Kenya say ne bosoro ho ni na ye kwabre east ebi so fe kwabre east ebi fe timetim timetim hoye kodie what I say ebi so fe meduma hono so ye kwabre east to ebi fe ampeyo asago no ye atwuma kwa ngoma ebi fe kokoben atwuma kwa ngoma ebi fe tano so hoye atwuma kwa beja.
Right.
What I say, a beefy amount for more those areas at Jumagobeja North.
Nina Bekambi.
And Sana Soka Ofoikum Tafo Swame Quada so and there's a common point the Ababecam.
Not young recycle.
About 40% of the waste they come here end up with in recyclable facilities. But then, in the long term, that is what we should be looking at, converting waste into other productive use. Now, you started on Katasem, you 2 1 or more. Unfortunately, era Santehene, now Casa didn't want Jim.
Okay.
Canada no ko any na account be.
Oh wow.
He has brought in a Canadian company. Yes, I to. In fact, I am sure the support Santa Henry Mamme. Me pensui. I'm not sure any mayor has had it.
Wow, that's great. Wow.
Me the support I mean fi Santa Henry.
Wow.
Overhaul me.
And no soon edimu. Unyenya.
Enye se ko meta we chinkwa oyi sika edeboa me
wow
ewo adwuma na ye no mo say santase relocation a ye wan be mu a I'm not sure would kebetime meet your obligations
adan then kebesi
say o say me relocating Omo Santason about the Omoko baby.
Yeah.
Per the argument that we have with Jaika.
Right.
What I say? Now, in locating the site, I need to get land. Or maybe. Now, only you search that and you're habitable. And we have not made any budget for that relocation.
Okay.
And I needed close to like 1 million cities to do that relocation. Into the first initial amount of about 500,000, I'm looking to see the mommy.
Wow.
Not 5 billion.
Otikoko one at the mommy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mammy, you could see oh, in a
triple insurance.
What I say?
Also, will be a support here when you think that when you the greatest support from Otikoko.
Yeah.
What's the secret? Okay. Okay. Okay.
Because beyond the oil, me and Gasakwa, the mediocre so.
Oh, sir.
Okay, Zoom line contracts in payment time. So what is Zoom line?
I know that me who on me interview, but what the other be out to want. I am misrepresentation.
Oh, okay.
Me any statement to compare what Zoom Lion was paying YEA staff and what we are paying at KMA. No.
So say woman 8 million. And Zoom Lion.
No, you don't simplify it. Only me here interview. We talk about the wide range of issues, and I did indicate to him that Makotamale. I've gone to a lot of cities and I've come to realize that in Tamale, ITF won't be a day because how many people will be willing to pay property rate in Tamale? And then there are not enough businesses. So the Tamale Metropolitan Assembly may not have a lot of IDF to cater for some of the needs on sanitation. And now, Sikanso Ayedeba for common fund, sanitation also the until they would have challenges. Because all the numbers are not Zoom Lion at the Mayo Street, they are gone off. And then I said that in KMA, for instance, me buy now me were over 580 staff. Then he asked for specifics unless I'm in the office. I know it was over 580. Unless I'm in the office, I cannot give specific. No catch me say any number no swati because last time he came, KMA was being serviced with about 1,000 staff. What I say, and almost 250. And I said, I don't know about that one. And of course, I don't know about how Zoom Lion was paying the staff. I don't have that fact. Meaning, what does it?
That's an assembly no more.
At the coin bear so now. Who cleaning a chrono? Say, I have employed 102 people. 102 people. No, it cannot equate to the number that Zoom Lion was providing for us. And instead of cleaning the streets every day, baby, you ban Monday. Just said 1 week and Sunday because we are constrained by numbers. How much do you pay them? 800 cities
a month. Okay.
Well, of course, when I came, it was not 250. When I came, an employer, it was not 250. It was 350.
Okay.
And those were not Zoom Lion employees.
They were KMA.
They were KMA cleaners.
Okay.
They don't have any relationship with Zoom Lion. So you can't compare how we pay them to how Zoom Lion pay it. So that's a different discussion.
Exactly.
I get your opinion that in all honesty, Zoom Lion did not work film. Am I assemblies on the challenges?
Mobre.
No, I'm cleaning with 102 people. It will be a better sometimes when about Akokoa, before no high clean. It will be a better nephew. Because some more call her and then I did see medium basafo. It a change in this one.
Into needs
only will be in the other chain where bow no, which is not the ideal situation. But when the YEA employees were there, every day they will go on that street. I gave him an example. On driving far, the new interchange now, a linkage are run about to East Legon.
Right.
Non correct, the south I buy quite anything in so so I best say quite, but you can't blame the assembly there because personnel they are constrained.
Right.
What I say, I feel if we have difficulties with Zoom Lion, let's sit down and address the challenges and difficulties because as we speak, there's no Ghanaian company that has shown the capacity that Zoom Lion has.
Zoom Lion and some
difficulties. Let's sit down with them.
Let's
sit down with them. Let's trash out the difficulties because in terms of equipment, logistics, and the know-how, I think that there's no company in Ghana that can match them.
But Utie Manase he made a point say Senkabine resource more assembly na no musika enough to finance more logistics here. You can handle it. Is that the truth? Is that the way to go?
This country Abai Biara our financial constraints.
Okay.
What I say, it is the reason why Abembiaba, even how you distribute the common fund, no. I hate BBR. In the previous regime, they didn't handle common fund the way we are handling them. They could create Meadow Belt, Coastal Belt, Northern Development Belt authorities. Now the common fund no FAO. They felt that with the NOYA and the bit was spare the development across the various belts. if you say what is the kind of district assemblies are almost to be a proper needs assessment. We are trying a lot of models because you seek assessment and so you want
okay.
So when you give this one to these big companies, they go to take loans in millions of dollars and come to pre-finance the project, and government pays them in bits.
Okay.
But an example is K-Cap.
K-Cap.
So if K-Cap run here efficiently, Kumasi will not be having a lot of problem with the final disposal sites.
And on last now,
now as we speak, since December, you go to it. You go inside K-Cap for about 5 years have not been paid by government.
Yes, I bind the one.
What's the point?
How
much? Will be a company in the assembly. Right. I may have an idea, but will be company in the assembly. I cannot be able to.
Yeah, it's a 4 billion. 4 million.
Me say I have an idea, but it will be company.
Okay.
And then depends for by 5 years into Anika.
Okay.
Ni akucha ne kanium. So you try ne kanium no facility no running. And they can treat between 1,500 tons to 2,000 tons every day.
Okay, so they are working, but they say it's
no, you're tracking here.
They are not working.
Okay.
What I say? Meanwhile, Kumasi will produce cumulatively. We produce between 2,500 and 3,000 tons.
Right.
It is all one can say here 2,000 tons on daily basis or 1,000. Do you think we'll have a problem at Oti?
Right. Because of my time, Nunti demolition now. Quickly because of my time.
Present directive, no. Present directive say Zoom Layo Yema operationalize it.
No, Accra site.
Transfer stations. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, well, transfer stations and it may not be as big as those ones in Accra. But yeah, there are no such that the be escape containers, be 3 or 4, alcohol. What we are trying to do is that you see sanitation component of our common fund to renovate 5, and we are working on it in the coming month. I think this July, August, we'll go for budget review. We'll capture all those ones in our budget review. Now, you repair 5 of those transfer stations so that Abobo Yafon in times like this, only Abobo Yafon could be directed back. Okay, so that we go to repair those ones. Zoom Lion, Abobo Yafon in Rwanda. Then they can bring it to those facilities and dump it in the skip containers. Additional skip containers, so that pile up, but that one cannot even solve our problem because Kumasi is not KMA. What I say, but we will do our bit because Kumasi is not. So maybe obedient problem will be CDB or Poku Transport. That place is not KMA. Over you go. I hear a lot of complaints before the assembly see we are see Tonsu baby.
Now you body say
you have to square baby. I say it's so tired you asuka do o ba ti be actually oh minim say on ka ke I ba so onya Kumasi
say who ye adwuma wo ni nim as wo
so onya Kumasi eti but we do but you see the enkonfo a work roma omumwa assemblies na wo Kumasi
right
assembly bit say kwada so
right
so mo entwea property rate ye pa minimum they are more IGF.
Okay.
What I say? Because there are not enough business entities or quadras who are OBG business operating permits. What I say? And I don't have big markets and big lawyer stations. Right. And same as Tafo.
Okay.
What I say?
Right.
And then Oferikum. Asuka could be resourced because there are a lot of industrial or Swami could be resourced because of magazine and a lot of business interest. But these ones are
right.
What I say? And only they provide metropolitan services.
Right.
Even though they are municipalities, because they are in the greater Kumasi enclave, they provide metropolitan services. What it means is that they need a lot of resources. Into the trying to say, so for you come or Akokoa or Swami important ya didn't talk your tono at the brewer and no pet and assemblies I walk on saying you bet imagine so the iron cania.
Right.
I wore mantema abibia ukania doom now and no pet and you bet me the air ball at home anamonto
right.
and no pet and a bit me de adjuma. As for common fan never ban there. The matter for me is your phone school. So if you don't help,
your own fan,
if you don't help them to make money in Tafo, it'll be difficult to run.
Right. Quickly, policy nina nanu yete say mo demolition amu ye ni adema contribute obi a ono operate ni ade no. So far case na kwesi say
opposite from penny fund omu ye hwehwe munti. I don't want to preempt but what I can say is that say obi wo some potem hona e kwa demolition last week na oti enka we Nhyira FM ha na eno da me be mu de petition come assembly man or so to fish free once and yaba wo de also to fish how they feel
all right
upreach you feel ukoye adwuma baby and I'll be down feel because either tomorrow or Friday we'll strike at the place and I'm saying that why baba to will treat you like a criminal.
The demolition no hina mo yesese
nti we'll go to Kubi Hotel in Potemo.
Mokubu biegu.
Or Fitafo be a quite full for Fitafo. Okay. Or the client Madame Fiti shop. So I'm going to clear all of them.
Okay.
From the place. Kubi Hotel Quine.
Kubi Hotel, okay.
And your motor in car. Almost starting fear. Because me banner me foul car back or be brass and watch.
Wow.
Until almost in car no pay, they should clear themselves before I get there. Because I'm there. Okay. I'm giving them an exact time. I'm going to be there at 2 p.m.
today
and there.
Okay. And other places you have other places as well.
Yeah, Nemeko and likely say if you are boss FM ho. Okay. Because my own videos being confobi omuno no aduane mango for baby omuno no aduane no. Enye papa. Okay. But the one that is on the front burner and the wall could be hotel exactly no. Yeah, and Trama for oil and go quine so near fitting shop. Right. And my say quine. If they hear me, they should clear off the place before 2 p.m. And Zana me draw, and this time me draw me found car. Right. And Sana Osaka.
Right.
It's between and Nanadria. Obi Bia or Coco Boy the Chio, baby, a queer demolition. Now we are innocent. When you're involved with prostitution, when you're involved with robbery, when you're involved with drugs, because when we get there, we'll treat you as a criminal.
Wow.
Into Fio and Sana, every innocent squatter must be off the place.
Okay.
And I'm giving a caution to more criminal elements.
Right. Okay.
It is better to stay off than to wait for me.
That's right.
Wow.
He's coming like a kai.
You are going like a kai. Honorable Richard Ofori, Ajimai Boadi, and the Nenetrin Como, King Zuba, no, and Yasam Ketuakra, on the Ojimo. I was here. KuroYiMuNsem Kumasi and Sem near Dihon and community or Miami Yawabudia. We're about to talk about street lights and others, but
one second. Mekwa FM. And I spoke about how much we are spending on street lights. 1 second.
Right.
And then maybe I'm sure Mukoran and sent him a Juma ye ewo FN is a Oshim.
Right.
So can you now? Right. People should be concerned about I say than trying to look for.
Yes, you're spending over 700,000.
No, big now ignorant person. Who tells him now? Who are? Me, I'll be the most transparent chief executive. Come, we'll show you the books. Because can you me and came me one time in him.
One eye.
There be me lobby.
Okay. Okopeska.
There be me concern for.
And on the buy.
Because me come for the 240 solar lights na me ye me call lobby one kind.
Right.
Me call lobby unko for be on be me came me one time in him. The Santene de Yemeno. Me nipa boni nipa se me wi akemi sika. What is it? Because me nim de me here me kwa onfa mame. Indi osa me work on sika no. Me ka se me pebi sa 7 billion me bia ya de ne. Na me ko Santene wa ejuma opese me yenti o de be mame.
Okay.
Timi ngo wia abekwa metimi akoje.
Right. Me da say you be say din komo bim because ensem no endorse Kumasi ensem. That's the first phase you know Asia hwe Kumasi ensem no be san so Asia phase 2 na fe yedi enkomo ahodo aka the Rora premium jewelry kai say wedding engagement rings no ne ade a open nyina necklace bracelets earrings ni nyina the Rora ene be ma obi kama pa na bibia tumi akoye Accra Adrigano first floor golden building after Puma filling station Adrigano Road, Kumasi Ahojo, same building on Robert and Sons, Monday to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. One more year, Juma, Mr. 0536-780-369, 0536-780-369. Now, one more ajo, so pa, I say, Sunrise Jasmine, Fragrant Rice, Mo Papa, about 78 ventures, the Abed Jaswa, Hinema Kokobi, on the High More Pharmacy, 0244591351. Na one more enye usuye pa. Right, ye de nyina EDSC Insura 104.5 Power Sports to aso edi amount.